Nope,
Hi,
that's
Yeah,
Alistair.
British.
Hi,
You
Alistair.
weren't here this week.
It's a jump scare every time.
Alistair.
A jump stick. He jump scares you with his British accent.
He's just like,
I think
hello,
this is,
government. I'm like,
is this
oh,
Raven's first time seeing Alistair?
probably.
Raven, is this your first time with the new bot?
I knew,
It,
but
it, it quite literally is. I mean, technically he was here last time, but he
We used
came up
Craig
late
last time.
to listen. Oh yeah, then yes.
Yeah, because I don't keep money on the card that I have all my subscriptions attached to. And unlike other subscriptions, Patreon like immediately cuts your shit the second it doesn't go through the first time, instead of like trying to charge it multiple times. So even though I like put the money on my card immediately after, it's still cut off, and it didn't have enough time to reconnect my benefits. So yeah, and it also doesn't give me a heads up when it's about to charge me. So I'm like, hmm. Anyway, though, last time on, I still haven't come up with a name for this campaign yet.
The Dragons off. Was it to raise money? The gala, Dragons Gala,
No,
or what's the word?
it's there's a specific, because the word that it is just the draconic word for giving. It was like magic here or something. Yeah, magic here. But I don't want to make it like I don't want to make it like a made up word again, because I feel like Irga and like Naninkana, it didn't really flow that well for those because those were made up words. So I'm probably just gonna call it like the giving or something. But then that's very
it's
similar.
giving.
Yeah. So like it's
Or the
giving. It would have been
Dragons
like,
giving. That's what I thought you like. The Dragons like benefit or donation ball, something like that.
okay, the like this whole thing. The tickets are $80,000.
Yeah,
All that money goes towards charity.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like the Dragons charity event, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. The
Yeah,
Dragons
it's like,
charity.
yeah, it's I, I'll figure it out.
The dragon stands. Beast
Yeah, I'll figure it
ball.
out. But last session, everybody arrived at the Magic here, the event, the 5-day event. The 5-day charity event ran by the ran by the dragons. Both dragon families. This year it is being hosted by the Lung family. Everyone arrived. Dougie immediately started trying to advertise. I I can't say he was. I'm pretty sure he was mostly unsuccessful, but he does have a high charisma, so he was probably successful with like at least a few NPCs off screen.
Yeah, he's a schmoozer.
He is just
I'm
he
sorry, I
is a
just looked up
schmoozer.
what the term for
However,
bundles for sticks is, and I'm deeply appalled.
Oh, did you not know that?
I did not know. I looked up
wait,
bundles of sticks to get pictures to make a collage like Evie did. It was just gonna be a bunch
Okay,
of sticks.
I'm
And then
gonna
I learned what
type
the word is.
this just so it's not on the recording.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, that's why they call. That's why that's the slur, because they burn people.
Oh my god.
What?
oh,
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention for the
oh,
recap.
Oh.
And maybe I should have been more zoned in. What has happened? That
Read
got
the
us
chat.
I read the chat, but this is no context. What is the context?
I
Zap
was
didn't know
googling.
the
I
word for
looked
a
up
bundle
bundles of
of
sticks.
sticks.
No, I just looked up bundle of sticks, and then the first
Yeah.
thing Google told me was that.
so
Oh,
why is
okay.
that
Now I
the word
understand.
for cigarettes
Yeah.
then? What does that have to? I mean, I guess
Because
what?
my character sells sticks.
No, like, because that's also like
Is
a name for
he?
cigarette.
You know. You know.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what caused what. What was the line? Like, what event happened? What came first? All right,
But
let's keep
yeah, I
going.
don't know,
Let's
but
keep
that's
moving.
probably why the British call it for their cigarettes too, because you light the end. Yeah, to smoke it.
Zapdos, that is a child.
Yeah, to
That's
be
a
He's
6-year-old I'm
tiny.
suing.
it's the soup.
Okay,
Soup.
okay, that makes more sense.
Wait, did
You
she
You
put
know,
that
say?
at
on the
first I
board and
figured
it
that would be
says
your character.
Uh,
All right, continuing.
bad
No,
baby?
Raven, bad Raven. Um, Dougie tried to talk to the Grayson lawyers, Grayson Allen, and Alexander Ethan Grayson, aka Allen and Grayson, because Alexander goes by his last name. Um,
It would be
G
so funny if
or
they got married.
just
We did
Grayson
Rotner
Grayson.
over again.
Just Grayson and Alex Grayson.
it was. Keep thinking, Raven. No, actually, you probably won't be able to remember because head injury. Uh, Murder of
Dougie was
Davina.
no. Here, let me do a quick recap.
I think he got it. I think he got it.
Can I help you?
Because here's the thing, it's been used for so much more than Murder Davina.
Yeah.
More with Murder Davina, Sycamore had a pet named Dougie. Yeah, that's one of them. In the 1920s, they had a pet named Dougie. In the next one, pretty sure you still had a pet named Dougie.
Yep.
In The Call, we had a pet named Dougie. In
Dougie is a bit.
Mhm.
Raven's campaigns. Well, okay. In Raven's first two, he had a pet named Dougie. And in the third one,
Hello.
I had a pet
Ro,
named Dougie.
Ro was
No.
like his companion named Dougie, or his child, basically.
No.
A pet named Dougie.
Dougie is a god. Dougie is kind of a god.
Oh yeah, and Dougie was retconned into being a god, or like based off
Yeah,
a god.
as he should have. From the
Dougie,
beginning.
okay, at least in this world, Dougie is not quite a god, but Dougie is connected to a god. You had a pet, not Dougie.
Who
Oh,
doesn't love Dougie?
I can't wait until you
Wait.
find out.
No, you finished. You finished.
No, I think that's as much as he needs to know. Continue.
Okay.
I'd like to know.
I if you ever do some reshaping in your language, you should 100% have it be that Dougie is just the word for pet, which is why there's so many pets named Dougie.
We already have a
Something
reason for
along
why
those.
there's something that's named Dougie.
Here's the thing: make it a thing that everyone has a pet called Dougie, because that's just the word for pet. All
Well,
Dougies are
who
pets.
who
You don't have.
names their pet pet?
You're
Gabriel.
Yeah, but it's like naming
you.
your pet pet, but in like old German.
I
I've
assume
seen people
cotton gum.
call. Okay, to be fair, I've seen people call their animals just whatever that animal is. Like my dog
Dog,
is named
come here.
Dog. My cat. Yeah. So it's just pet in a different language. I can kind of see it being reasonable. But if you're too uppity, then I'm so sorry to even suggest it.
No, stop! Okay, back to the recap. Grayson met a girl named Arabella. Turns out she was made of porcelain. They had a very pleasant conversation. In the epistolary phase later, struggling to not use her first name, Grayson got a token from Arabella. And those are useful. Something that I didn't mention last session, I did tell Gabriel, but I just want to make sure I mention it to the entire group. Tokens can also be used to auto-succeed on a roll on top of being able to take scandals off of the board.
Nice.
D and Obi didn't really get the chance to do much last session. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I didn't know what to do. So, like I said, I did not make this character to social that well. So,
Quinn was I don't say accosted, but Quinn had a one of the one of the Draken dragons come up to him and start like talking to him. Quinn managed. You were not a player last session. Maybe I should stop touching shit. Quinn managed to, well, not really managed to. Quinn just sort of pointed Xerax, the Draken family member that had approached him, in the direction of Dougie. Xerax talked about NFTs and then proceeded to do coke in the bathroom with Dougie and then later a group of other people who joined. There was an honestly I'm gonna say not unfathomable, but definitely like a very unrealistic amount of cocaine just in the pocket, in
Just
his
in
like
that.
suit pocket.
you sure it's
His
unreal?
Okay, here's the thing. There are like a level 2 artificer can make an endless jug of poison. I'm pretty sure in your world, if you want it, you can make a level 2 artificer make an endless bag of cocaine.
It was an endless pocket of cocaine. It was all like purely like from like the inside pocket of his suit jacket.
I got crammed into that pocket.
No, he just pulled
Call
out
him
like a
cocaine pants.
plastic bag and like shoved your nose in it. I don't
That is
know
the
how
endless bag of cocaine.
I don't know how Zapdos is alive.
Dragon's blood, obviously. He's built
Or
different.
Pure
not
willpower.
addicted to cocaine. You rolled a nat 20 and that means that you are not addicted to cocaine.
Yeah, built different.
This is the same day you are still high.
Oh,
So you are still under the effects of haste.
That speed.
how about that wore off like when we went to like the night pit when we were
Oh
like
no, this is
walking, talking.
the epistolary phase. As
Yeah.
Kai had mentioned to Obi, uh the the gala is very much like the morning like welcoming event. You come in at like 11. They take your bags to like your rooms, or if you're especially important, your guest house. And you are set, and they sort of like take your things there and like get you set up while you're at the gala. And then around like 2 or 3, the gala is over, you go to your room, settle in a bit, but then there is an event after that on the same day, just later on.
Oh, okay.
So you got, this is about like 4 o'clock after the rumor phase and the epistolary phase. 4 or 5. I'm glad you love your roles. They are badges of honor. Abby, I don't know if I remember last session, like after last session, I saw that you had like a rumor that you wanted to do that you didn't get to do. If you still remember it, you can do it now.
Well, the thing about it is, it kind of involved. Oh my god, what's the other person's name who's in here? Oh gosh, I forgot it. What's her name?
Fizz?
Fizz?
Yes, it involved Fizz's character. I don't know how I feel about it, about doing it when they're not here. But stop
Oh,
saying. I mean, that's the game saying no.
you can do it on the if you remember it, you can do it on the next rumor phase.
Like I do remember it because I didn't know what it was gonna be, so it's still there.
Yeah. So, eventually, all of your nightstands have a sigil engraved on the top of it. At some point in time, all of your you guys can let me know if there's anything you want to do before this happens. But around like 5 o'clock, a letter appears, just essentially notifying you that there is going to be a concert at whatever part of the estate. Um, attend like staff are going to be coming to lead you around, just because there are a lot of people here who have not who this is like their first time at the estate. So even if it's not their first time at the event, because it alternates from Draken to Lung, and where it is going to depend on who's hosting.
It's annual, right?
It is annual.
Okay.
Are these sigils, personalized to us and what we represent?
No, they're basically just like small, like incredibly small, like very like weakened versions of teleportation sigils, specifically made like to just transport letters.
Okay, cool.
So you are notified that there is going to be a concert on the east side of the uh estate. Attendants will be coming to not attendants. Staff will be coming to escort you to ensure that you don't get lost. But you are left to
And
your
by
devices
concert,
to get
sorry.
ready, change. Yeah, go ahead. I'm done.
No, I was just saying, by concert, I'm assuming not, like modern day mosh pit kind of concert, but more like classical music kind of concert. Like, are we still like white tie, black and white tie kind of clothing
That
and
would
stuff?
be a reasonable assumption, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, like it depends on who's performing. Like, is it Quinn performing at the concert?
Yeah, I was wondering like who is performing too.
Was there any
Who
mention of?
is not you are not told, but like it's just based off of the vibes, it can be reasonably assumed that it's gonna be something classier.
I've been to more classical music concerts than I have been to uh, any other kind of concert.
I've been
I've
to more
never
Christian concerts than I've been to any other concert. And by that
I've
I mean I've been
never
to
been to a
two
concert.
Christian concerts. Um,
Yeah, Raven, you can send you have 2 letters to send during the epistolary phase. So if you want to take some time to type that out, you can type that out and we will circle back to you when you're done typing. And just for the recording, I'll probably read out your letter. But before the concert, is there anything anybody would like to do?
That there's the thing
Change
I
the
was doing during Epistolaria last time.
The thing you DM'd me, I kind of assumed that you wanted to do that like at night, but you
Yeah.
can do that. Yeah. So that I was gonna have you like roll for after the concert, because that would be like later.
Okay. Yeah.
I would like to try and do anything to become unhigh.
Sober up.
There
Uh,
is a thing that is meant to flush some drugs out of your system, but I don't remember what it is. But I'm pretty sure it's for opioids.
This
Not
pretty color.
yes. Could a paladin could like lesser restoration or greater restoration do it? That's a possibility of removing drugs because
Have I really though?
technically it's a
Raven,
poison.
Let me
Raven, I
actually
think
pull
you
up
have
my
misunderstood the
character sheet.
assignment. This isn't a competition, it's a charity event. You don't win anything. Also, again, 2 letters.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 letters and 1 per person.
You can send both of your letters to the same person. You just have 2
Or like
letters as.
sorry, 1 person per letter.
No, I do not have what I'm looking any restorations, but okay. Cool.
Maybe I'm just buffering, but that it sounds like you just said. I again don't get what you mean outside of. You can send the letter to the same person. I know that's not what you mean because you just tried to clarify.
Me?
Yeah.
Like 1 letter can't go to every single person. It has to go to 1 person.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that correct? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. I'm just a little bit slow. I have been almost falling asleep all day. I am not tired right now, but my brain still hasn't fully caught up. But like that's just sort of all the time, so we're fine.
I was in a constant state
I
of
don't know why I
CBD.
just googled how long it takes to get unhigh from cocaine, but it did send me to a helpline.
Yeah.
Magical helpline in Rose World. Say,
Um,
excuse me.
give me
Call your police is
a
not an emergency number and just say, "Hey, I'm playing D&D and I was wondering if I could talk to someone to know how long like what you can
no.
do to not do cocaine."
There are medical staff on
Like that's what I
that,
figured there would be.
and also the Lung family is from Akan, which is the country patroned by the goddess of intoxication, where their blessing on the land is you no longer have the consequences of drugs and alcohol, only the benefits. So there's definitely not going to be any like stigma if you just went to a healer and was like, "Hey, I'd like to be sober. Please cast like
Yeah,
a
I would
restoration
like to go
spell."
to a healer and be like, hey, I accidentally tripped face first into a whole bunch of cocaine. My bad.
Can you
Can
undo
you
that,
help me?
please?
They
Would you like a
you
deception?
no you if you want to do deception you can, but like you're gonna do it with disadvantage.
Yeah, I already rolled with disadvantage in mind.
And what was it?
2 nat
Oh,
20.
I was clicking like oh, that's a 7. Well, a 2 and a 3.
They don't say anything, but not even no role required. They can tell that you're lying your ass off. They just don't care because again, the Lung family is from a con.
Yeah, but I don't want to seem like I'm not cool with dragons and like I don't fit in because like if they're blessed and then I be drunk or whatever or like feel the effects,
They're not
I don't want to
they're
be
not
like
blessed to not get drunk or high. They're blessed to not get addicted or hungover or crash.
ah,
Getting high
okay,
is the benefit.
cool.
Like the
I was like
blessings,
I don't want it.
Okay, think of
I wanna
it
stick
this way. Think of it this way. The blessings given to a Khan from Gaia are so that society can still function during the day and also have literally everyone party the harder than literally anybody else in the world at night.
Hey Zach, have you ever watched The Good Place?
Yes.
Something that is established in the first season is that in heaven there's a thing that makes it so you don't get there's like a filter to make it so you don't get hungover. You remember that?
Okay. Cool. Yeah. No, I understand that. I misunderstood the situation previously. I am 100% on board now. Cool. Yeah. Undrug me up.
Yeah, they cast a. I don't know if Lesser Restoration would be enough, but they cast a restoration spell on you.
Just like lay on hands, cure illness.
Yeah, they got a paladin in there or a Way of Tranquility monk.
They're just dedicated. They're a paladin. Their oath is just to the party life. Party paladin. Partying? Hold up.
The
I might
party
be saying
That
something.
needs to be a thing. The party and paladin.
Have y'all not heard of the Oath of Throwing It Back Paladin?
I was about to say that.
Listen, that is the best
That-
paladin. You can't convince me otherwise. But there's also
That's a
I
thing?
don't think there's like an actual like.
He made a
I've
Seen
thing.
never
someone.
heard of it.
He made a thing. I didn't know that he actually made a thing for it. That's
Oh,
amazing.
really? That's amazing.
Who is it?
One-shot questers.
Yeah, they just
Uh,
come up on my feed every now and then. So
That name doesn't ring a bell. I'll look him up later.
Is anybody else doing anything? I'm gonna take the silence as a no.
sorry, what?
I'm just deciding my dress. That's literally it.
I was just trying to finish my food. What did you say?
I asked if anybody else was doing anything. Gabriel, I know what you're doing. Evie, I'm assuming Obi is also helping Kai because again she is going reluctantly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just choosing a different dress that's not so poofy because I'm assuming we're sitting down in rows like amphitheater and not like a
Yeah.
table. So just something more toned down, but still, like you said, it's black tie, so still elegant.
I really need to learn like attire names because I don't know. Black tie I think is kind of easy, but you said white tie earlier, and I was like, is that just wedding clothes?
I think that's just me saying, but black tie. I think that's what I was just looking for.
I'm pretty sure
You
white
know.
tie is a thing.
White tie, okay, white tie is a thing. It is wedding attire.
Oh, that makes sense. I guess because my character is wearing a lot of black and white because of Kai. It's just that's what it's just what I was thinking of.
Gabriel, as Grayson is writing, he hears like, actually, give me a perception, just to see if you do actually hear it. Actually, what's your passive perception first?
Image perception, one of the stuff I have expertise in. That's a question. My passive perception is 20.
Oh yeah, you definitely hear this. You hear like a very like soft like tapping on your door.
Literally, you know, I'm pretty sure I know why the tapping was soft. And also, I'd be scared about getting slapped in this situation, but I don't think she could. I think that would do more damage to her. I go up with the papers I'm writing and I open the door.
Grayson, have you gotten your invitation yet to the concert?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to know if you wanted to go with me so we could like sit together.
Sure. But one thing. I feel as if you may have heard a couple of rumors roaming around at the moment about me and my intentions.
I mean,
I,
yeah, but
as someone with a deep knowledge of the law, I know many different ways that legally make it impossible for me to act on those intentions that people say I have. And I hand the papers I was writing. You can have someone else
she
look it over, but I would really be appreciative if you would accept them. Just so you
she
know.
takes the paper, looks it over. I understand why you're giving me this. And if you think it'll help with the rumors, like I'll say that I signed it, but I'm not signing this because it's weird.
All right. But maybe also hand those to your father because I haven't met him and I don't know how he'll react. So
My I can deal with my dad. He's kind of protective. I can deal with my dad. And she just hands you back the papers.
I I would still prefer I guess hard evidence to your dad that I please keep them.
Okay. I'll take it. I'm not signing it. I'm not giving it to him now. I'll give it to him whenever it becomes relevant.
That's all I
More
ask.
important,
What's the doll's name again?
Arabella. And she like shoves it into like a little purse that she has hanging over her shoulder. More important, what are you wearing? Because I want to match. If we're gonna be like sitting together.
I didn't have an outfit plan. I just knew he was gonna change outfits.
You don't actually have to.
Okay.
We could just like, sort of like fade to black if you don't
Yeah.
want to actually come up
Yeah.
with the outfit.
He'll like walk into the room and show her something. Go like pull out something to show. Yeah. Fade to black.
Yeah. And if nobody else is doing anything,
Yeah, I don't think I have anything before that.
Raven, is that in or out of? Is that some? Are you about to leave or walk away? Okay. We're going to cut to about 6 o'clock. Everybody is being directed to this. It is definitely clear this is like not a permanent structure on the like on the estate, but a like outdoor amphitheater like concert setup. It is still very like well done. You can tell that everything that they definitely took a lot of time like to set this up, it was probably like multiple days in the works. Even if it's not, permanent on the estate. But you're all allowed to just sort of pick wherever you want to sit, even with like the large group of people here. There are still more than enough seats for everyone to be able to sit wherever they want. So if anyone is sitting anywhere specific,
I have somewhere specific.
Judo, you beautiful ball of chaos, where are you sitting?
I'd like to sit strategically both behind Dougie and Grayson.
Okay.
I guess that means I would like to sit behind Grayson.
No. The second you sit down, near him, you find that he never turns his head. Okay, so like you're at his side, he never goes past looking straight forward at the like concert. He will never turn his head even remotely towards you.
Wait, are they sitting next to each other?
No, I said I'm sitting behind him.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
behind me. Okay, never mind.
I can sit
Better,
next to you.
but
That'll be fine.
no.
You know what? It's too late. You know what? You canonized this. I'm sitting next
Damn.
to you now.
Now, Zap,
Onion.
where is your table of sticks?
I've left it at home. I'm not bringing a table of sticks to a concert. That's
God
ridiculous.
damn
Oh
it.
my drummer.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to Quinn, even or odds?
Even.
And would you consider it a pro or a con if Xerox sat next to you?
That depends on what he's gonna talk about.
Just in general, you don't know yet.
You know one thing.
Can I say neutral?
No, because what I roll. Because here's the thing, you chose evens. If you consider it a pro, if I get evens, he's gonna sit next to you. If you consider it a con and I get evens, he's not gonna sit next to you. So, up or down, good or bad.
Honestly, my original plan's not gonna work anyway, so I'm just gonna say pro.
Okay, he seems to just he seems very much calmed down. You could tell that he probably also went to a healer and like got himself sobered up for the concert. He's very much like he's less in his NFT bro energy and more in his investment banker energy right now. And he just sort of like very calmly sits next to you, gives you a nod, and looks forward at the concert.
Okay.
And could everyone put their passive perceptions in the chat just so I know?
I just want to say, like, for me and Kai, from what I know with people who have a cane and stuff, they usually want to sit on the edge. So either I'm thinking if there's a specific handicap spot, because sometimes they have them online. Yeah, a specific handicap spot or next to the car, like that's where we're sitting.
Okay, this is like a very upscale event where it's like having it, like it's not even just like they expect to have
Would
a
she
lot
have
of
a
people
booth?
here. This
I
you
don't.
mean
Are
like a
we
box?
on like?
This is
Yeah, whose
outside.
land are we
There are
on?
no like you're on
Okay.
you're in like the Lung family estate.
Okay. So, I didn't know she would have a special area.
But yeah, she is given like there are like handicap areas to sit. Just because like this is again like a very upscale event, and it's not even that they expect to have a lot of people with disabilities here. It's more of just like we have fucking money. What are we like? We're gonna get fucking trashed if we don't have handicap seating, especially because one of the family members here is disabled.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so she does have a place that is a bit easier to get to. With like even like specifically like a place like on her seat where she can sort of clip her cane in. That way she doesn't have to worry about it like falling over or like rolling down because it's sort of like on a hill. But as you guys watch this concert, it's like multiple like orchestral bands and like solo performers. And the final show is a you guys know what a dragon dance is, right?
The Pokemon move, it raises your attack and speed.
I understood that reference. It was a good one.
Okay.
From Avatar?
Please go look up dragon dance right now.
Dragon Dance, Dragon Dance.
Is it that?
You know, I've never watched Dragon Tales, but why did that come to mind
You know, I'm just
for me?
gonna send a video.
Oh, so I did send a correct GIF eventually. There's
Oh, I
non
seen that.
package
Okay.
associating. If you would have said like Chinese Dragon Dance, then I would like immediately onto it. But you just said Dragon Dance, and my mind immediately goes to Pokemon. Because I'm
That's
cool.
a move, right?
Yeah, it's a move.
It's a move it, move it. It's a move where they like to move it, move it. Yay.
I do love that GIF,
Look at this guy.
Zap.
He's hitting, what's his name?
Thank you for that, Zapdos.
Hitting the Gwitty. We're hitting the Gwitty right now.
He's literally hitting the Gwitty.
Stop!
Itty bitty gwitty.
I lean over to Grayson. He's literally hitting the Gwitty right now. It's so amazing. So wild.
Do I have Misty Step?
Why? Why do you need Misty Step right now?
To teleport away from this man. Damn it, I do
Why
not.
would you need to tell? I don't
You're
understand why
gonna
you would need to get
abandon
away.
Arabella. Wow.
That's wild.
Here's the thing. Just teleport on the other side of Arabella. Arabella had a nicer reaction to this man. She kind of wanted to meet him because she likes the pet stick.
She did
Just
turn down
teleport to the other
sponsorship,
side.
though.
Does
Yeah.
Arabella have her pet stick on her?
No, she
I
left
would
it
like
at
to
home.
I would like to minor illusion a small chuckle from the direction of Grayson.
Can you do that?
Minor illusion lets you make sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like examples of like a crow's call and like that sort of stuff. Like
The beating of
Could've sworn
drums.
that
Any
was
sound I
like.
choose.
yeah, up
Could've
to
sworn
like
that
a
was like a
I think it's as
thing
loud
that
as like
Lion's roar.
like a shout, lion's roar.
No, up to a scream. It can be someone else's voice, a lion's roar, a beating of drums. Minor illusion is kind of crazy, honestly. With just like the sounds alone, of what you're allowed to do.
I'm looking at the spell.
In greatest sound of volume, range, a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's, a lion's roar, beating of drums, anything. Yeah.
What
like the
is
second
okay? Wait,
paragraph.
hold up.
Ones.
Okay, never mind.
You can make a sound or image.
And they can do investigation to start. discern for what it is.
Does
Gabriel has the desire to make use prestidigitation to fuck with you, but Grayson's not going to.
Minor illusion.
Gabriel was here. No, prestidigitation
sorry.
can make.
Oh
it
no,
seem
not
like-
you. Sorry. I was.
Are you gonna dirty me up? Trying to dirty me? You dirty boy. Trying
Make
to
it seem like you farted.
I'll just
Soil your
immediately
pants.
press the distanciation away. I have it too.
Stop. I'm begging.
I will soil your. I will shit your pants.
I am
I will
begging
unpee
the
my
both
own
of you
pants, I swear to
to
God.
stop.
I have an idea. Okay, so whatever that spell is, can create a
Prestidigitation.
non-magical. Yeah, you can create a non-magical trinket or an illusory image that can fit in your hand. I'd like to.
Until the end of your next turn.
I
Doesn't
love how
last
we
for
all
long.
have prestidigitation.
Yeah.
I just punch things. You can't do any of that.
You make people pee their pants the old-fashioned way.
Solar plexus.
Okay, continue what you were saying, Judo.
I would like to prestidigitate one of Dougie's pet sticks in Grayson's seat next to him.
It lasts
No.
for 6 seconds.
Does it? Here it says
Until-
an hour.
Until
Is
the
that
end of
an
your next
hour?
turn. No. So prestidigitation for any effect. It's okay. If the
Wait, no, the
up to
magical
3 of its
trinket lasts until your next
non-instantaneous
turn.
effects, the trinket or illusory image in your hand lasts for until the end of your next turn. Not all. Some of them are instant. Like the harmless sentry effect
Oh.
is just there then gone. But like some of the other ones, like chill for an hour, make a mark, that sort of thing. That's all.
Do you have any illusion-based spell?
I'm sure I do somewhere.
Okay, while you're looking at that, I'm gonna actually describe the dragon
Oh, I
dance
have
that
major
happens
image.
because I have a whole thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dragon dance.
Just all the sticks surrounding Grace.
Yeah,
Honestly,
good
I
lord, you
have.
do.
Okay, you go first, Ro, and then I'll do my chaos.
No, do your bit first. Get that out of the way.
Okay, I'd like to major image one of Dougie's
Major
pet-
image.
Hi, spell slot.
No, I invited our mascot here.
I have 3 third level spell slots. I'll be fine. Well, I have 2 now, but
Up,
This is a social game.
up
This is
to-
what we do. It's not like
up
we're
to
gonna be getting into
20-foot
combat.
cube. Up to a 20-foot cube.
up
With
to
a
it doesn't
stick.
have.
I know, but it could be massive when you're making a stick.
Maybe a couple sticks in his seat. Like he's trying make it look like he's trying
Just
to
a
hide it
couple.
from Dougie. Like
10
and then
for 10 minutes.
for 10 minutes.
When you
All I
cast a
need is
spell
one.
6th level or higher, until it is. You can. If you have a 6th level spell slot, you can cast it at 6th level, and it exists until you say so. It no longer is concentration, and it no longer has a time limit. So if you have a 6th level spell slot, make it last forever.
Prestidigitation too.
Please
You know,
Ha!
well, I only have up to 5th level spells, so
Thank God.
Darn.
Thank God.
yeah.
I don't know
But-
which one, but thank one of y'all.
And then I'd like to basically climb over people to get to Dougie.
Hey,
Like
Is this like
I-
a sorry, excuse me kind of thing, or
yeah,
like?
yeah.
Beep beep,
Like-
come into the room. Are you climbing over like clothes?
I probably
No, 'cause
step
you're
I'm
both
over a
sitting-
child.
No, you're
Step
because
on
you
a
guys were
baby's
both
face.
sitting. You guys are still in the same row because you guys were both sitting like strategically trying to sit like behind Grayson. So
No, I said I was
same
sitting next to Grayson.
row.
I changed it whenever Gabriel was like, "I'm doing my best not to look at you." I'm now
Okay.
sitting next to Grayson.
Okay.
I just scared my dog.
But yeah, so you sorry excuse
I'm-
your way to the next row.
yeah, and I kneel down next to Dougie. I don't say anything, but I point towards where I have Grayson hiding the pet sticks.
Can I perception this?
Oh, I didn't know you were a fan.
I'm gonna let this be your passive perception. But roll stealth, Judo.
Oh, you sure it can't be sleight of hand? Nah, I'm doing
Stealth,
stealth.
Judo.
Or have it be Judo's spellcasting modifier.
Dirty 20.
Well,
Never mind.
spellcasting modifier would be to see through the illusion, not.
Well, if you're just
Just-
perception,
I was
you're
perception to
not
see him.
investigating.
I want perception to see him point down at me.
Okay. Both of you just give me what's your okay. Gabriel, what's your perception modifier? Judo,
10.
what's your stealth modifier?
My stealth modifier is +5.
You want a
How
perception
close
from
to
me
the
too?
stage is this happening? Is what I want to know.
Grayson, how close to the stage do you think you sit?
I honestly, I would have followed. I forgot it, Arabella. I would have followed
Yeah.
the Arabella to wherever she would prefer to sit.
She sits like 4 or 5 rows back.
Then that's
So not
fair.
like up, not like front and center, but still pretty close to the stage. Whoever wants to see this out of the players can see this. I'm not even gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop
Cool.
y'all
I got a
from
nat
seeing
20
this.
on perception.
I also got a
Great.
nat 20 in perception. I rolled.
Zapdos,
Sadly.
why are you? Gabriel, you can hold that net 20. Zapdos, why are
I was-
you rolling perception? You're right here.
You're
I
the
was
one
bored.
being alerted of it.
I'm making sure you see it. You don't have
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
roll.
Yeah, no, I'm aware, but I just wanted to. And then I got a nat 20. I was like, I have to make this note.
Ah,
I see it so well.
He's oblivious. I rolled not 1.
Dougie, you see the sticks. Grayson, you see Dougie see the sticks, and you see Quinn. You see Quinn pointing at the sticks to alert Dougie of the sticks. And if you want, you can make that roll to see if these sticks are fake.
Can I use that nat
Was
20
that
I used
investigation?
earlier? If not, that's
Yes.
perfectly fine.
Yes.
17 investigation.
I did. Okay, 17 investigation. Quinn, what's your spellcasting modifier? Not modifier, save.
Like, even if it's a max,
AC.
modifier,
Words.
meets it, beats it. For sure.
Quinn, what's your DC?
When
Oh, I'm muted. 15. My bad, gang.
Oh yeah, y'all both can tell these are fake sticks. It's like a good illusion,
Okay.
but like there are leaves on it that aren't blowing with the breeze.
What the fuck? You come up to show me a fake, not Dougie stick. A fake pet stick?
Well,
Plagiarism. Copyright.
I didn't know they were fake.
Deception
insight the
versus
hell out of
insight.
that.
Insight so fast.
Insight against deception.
Yes.
Or
Yeah, we did
persuasion,
insight you
whichever one you're
deception.
Go
doing.
to bed on the day of the trial.
I got 29 on deception.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
I only got
Yeah,
I got a 19.
I got a 23.
Yeah, you guys think that he also thought that they were fake.
Wait.
Well,
Oh,
I just
you.
said I didn't know
Wait.
they were fake.
Yeah, you
Wait,
got.
Yeah.
then,
So
I think. Did I word that weirdly?
wait, then why do you
yeah,
have a fake pet stick? You could have just asked for one.
I don't have any pet sticks.
Would you like one?
Or sorry,
Well,
these pet
obviously you
sticks
don't have
aren't
one.
mine.
This is a illusion.
Not mine, bro.
This isn't mine. I can't cast this spell.
Insight.
I only have spells. The max level I have is level 2. I'm a quarter caster.
I got a 22 on insight.
I got a
Hey,
well.
Here's the thing, though.
I got a
Okay.
18 persuasion.
Okay, here's the thing, though. I don't like
I
doing
don't know what to
insight
do with this
versus.
now.
I don't like. Here's the thing. You can do just do like a flat wisdom check to see if you're persuaded. Because I don't like doing insight because you're not like. Because there's nothing for you to insight if it's the truth. So just do.
Yeah, there's
So
nothing
just
for me to
do
really
a wisdom
gain
check.
from being. It's not like I know you that. I'm just like I know you're truthing. I know you're truthing not well. Whatever.
Like I genuinely have no idea where this came from, man.
Okay,
And
I believe
Arabella is
you
actually
now.
gonna give. Arabella is actually gonna give Grayson the help action, being like, "Yeah, they just sort of appeared."
Then that's a 22 for persuasion.
That's exactly what I got. Cool, cool, cool. Well, if we ever need one, you know who to ask.
Good to know.
Also, funny
All right.
seeing you two together after the rumors that I've been hearing. I'm not gonna portray any rumors, but I'm just saying they're around.
I'm aware of them. Which actually, that brings me to you. You've been saying something about me, right?
No,
Oh,
Not you. Pointing at Judo now.
Yes, I have.
I stick out my hand, at like to shake your hand.
I reach over Dougie because I'd imagine
you reach
on like.
over Arabella.
Oh really?
No. Or you know what? I can just mage. I'm just gonna mage hand, like to reach your hand. Like it's a bit awkward of a situation to do this a bit proper. Maybe
I'd
after the show
imagine
we
the
can do this.
wait.
Yeah.
What do you reach
I,
over there about? He
I,
came behind me, and I was right next to Grayson.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, then
my
Grayson. No, you said that you didn't Misty Step. I
I
assume they
didn't
still
Misty
move
Step.
though. I
No,
assumed you still move
it
though.
was no, it was a. I wish I had Misty Step because then I would just teleport to the other side of her. I'm not gonna just
Oh,
crawl over her in the middle of the show.
that's fair. So never mind about the Arabella bit,
Yeah,
but
what kind of person would climb over other people in the middle of a show?
But yeah, just mage hand to shake your hand.
yeah.
After the show, we can do this proper.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Hope I can. Well, actually, you know what? I don't really care about what you've been saying. It's not really. Well, even if someone believes that I don't deserve the position I am in, I still can prove it in a court of law.
Okay then.
okay, let's just. I think the final show is about to start. Let's just watch. Uh, and you guys all hopefully watch.
No.
Lost
Quinn.
my own plot.
Quinn turns invisible and leaves.
I've lost my own plot. I don't even remember what I was gonna have happen for this, but I'm gonna do my best. So don't judge me if it's bad, because I've been thrown off my rhythm. But you watch as two massive puppets are brought out from either side of the stage. I say puppets, but they are still they're partially costumes, partially puppets, puppeted by groups of people. Immediately you can tell what each of them is meant to represent. There is the sort of more typical dragon puppet that is puppeted by a very long line of people all dancing in sync. And then there is and that is very obviously styled after the water dragons of the Long family, with large antlers and a bright green mane and bright blue scales across its body. And on the other side, it is a lot more similar to the sort of lion dance puppet / costume, where it is a much smaller group of people, but you can see that it has been sort of padded out to look, though shorter, a lot stockier, and a lot stronger as opposed to the more agile and elegant appearance of the lung puppet. And they dance in sync, twisting and turning around each other. You can tell as the mouth opens on the draken puppet, you can see fangs almost popping out of its mouth, while the Long family puppet, its mouth never opens, and you can assume that fangs have not been built into the mouth as it has been with the draken puppet. And when I say popping out of its mouth, I mean they are large and protruding, not falling out. And they dance in sync, twisting and turning around each other. The Long puppet having very elegant flowing movements as the draken puppet sort of stomps across the stage with very powerful strokes. And you can tell that the dancers are also a lot stronger built, just from the little bit they can see underneath. And as the dance begins to come to an end, as the orchestra reaches its climax in its song, the Lung puppet begins to coil around the draken puppet, wrapping tighter and tighter and tighter, uh, restricting it more and more until the final beat of the song, and it rapidly uncoils, uh, being very loosely wrapped around the draken puppet as the draken puppet spreads out in its in its refound freedom, and the song ends as the draken puppet roars. The Lung puppet sort of slowly bobbing along in its sort of circular course.
Can I do a history check on the historical significance of the choking portion of the thing?
Yeah, go ahead and give me history to see if there's a significant historical importance to that.
Can would it be reasonable to say I would have expertise or advantage on this role specifically?
I'm going to give you advantage on this role specifically because of your entire character.
Can I
Ooh,
also do
21.
it with advantage? I might not be with advantage, but I would like to
You
also
can
do
do
it.
it. You can do it with advantage, Ebby, because again, this is dragon related, and you guys both have significant ties. D, I will also
I
let you
also
do
rolled
advantage if you're. Go ahead, Gabriel.
I'm also rolling. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're good. Archie, you can also roll with advantage if you're rolling.
So sad. I don't get to roll with advantage. I guess it's
You
not
got
legal
a dirty
related.
20. You got
I'm
a
about to
dirty
say you
20.
beat me.
Is
I
Archie
rolled a
here?
12.
Archie hasn't interacted in a bit.
Archie really hasn't interacted since
Yeah,
there's a light up.
Yeah, but like
yeah, they were.
earlier they sent a
Uh-huh.
GIF. Oh, okay.
And they put Dee's dress in there. I like the dress.
I was
Raven,
hoping
are
it
you
was
rolling or
special
no?
my advantage.
I don't know if your character would care.
What?
That's so hard. Okay. So Zap, Evie, and Gabriel, you guys all can know for certain that there is not a specific, like, D and Archie and Raven, you guys are both sort of like unsure. It seems important, but you're not sure if there is like a specific moment that this can be tied back to. The rest of you know for a fact that there is no specific moment, at least on record, that this is referencing. But this is, but that just makes it more obvious of just like a jab at the Draken family. And Dougie, you'd still be near Xerax, even if you're not sitting right next to him. You can tell that you can tell that he's not that pissed, but he's like, he can definitely tell that this was like a jab.
He knows what this was meant for.
He knows what it was meant for. He doesn't seem particularly angry, but he can tell that this was a jab. If anyone wants to, all of the Draken family are sitting like front and center. If you guys want to look towards them to like gauge their reactions, you can.
Sure.
100%.
That be
Just
an
use
insight
rolls.
or just
Yes.
a look? Okay.
Some are going to be more obvious than others, so
But
give
it's
me
never
some quick
21.
insights.
I'm rolling with my good dice now. That's a 12. You're going
Oh,
over.
you're going to time out.
Into the box with you. I have more dice.
All right,
I'm gonna do
everyone
some
who got
test rolls before I roll anything else.
okay, everyone who got below a 15, you guys can still see that Lagon, Zalia, and Lagon, Zalia, Cinda, Tiamithra, Unearth, and Virus all pissed. They're all like outwardly, they're not like shouting, but you saw like uh one of her brother, like Zalia had to be like brought back down from like standing up by like both of her brothers on either side of her. And just all of their body language shifted drastically. And you can even see like a little bit of flame coming from Lagon and Zalia. Reminders for those for any reminders or just updates for anyone who I haven't told that much about the Draken family. Lagon is the head of the family. Zalia is essentially like the favored grandchild. She's not the oldest, but she is the one in line to inherit the company. Everyone who got above a 15, you can tell all of that, as well as that Temer, while he is like Temer and Kurax, while they are like holding back their sister, are also pretty pissed. Kurax seems to also be actively trying to like calm people down, as well as Ankez. He seems less pissed and more worried for the people around him. Same thing with Inga. Those two are siblings. Inga and Ankes are definitely more focused on calming people down than being mad. Kurax is trying to calm people down, but is also mad. And then everyone else is just very outwardly pissed.
And who all got that stuff? Everyone, or
Actually,
Uh,
could I roll to see how many people in like of the whole audience, how many people seem to have gotten pissed about that, or like seem to basically how many people in the audience seem to be on that family side?
yeah, go ahead, vibe check the room.
Nat 20.
The audience.
you?
It is
Picked a
a
good die.
good. It is a good 50-50 split on whether or not people are pissed. But
Is that
everybody,
insight?
yeah, good 50-50 split on the fact that people are pissed. With that nat 20, you can also tell that while it is like 50-50 split on whether or not people are mad about it, most of the audience can tell like what just happened, and even people who aren't necessarily mad about it because they prefer the Lung family are kind of like, oh, that might have been a bit much, that might have been a bit too far, especially this early on.
Yeah, I turned over to Kai. I was like,
I
well,
imagine
that sure made it interesting.
it's like
I
the
was like,
TikTok song where it's like um, I don't remember how it starts, but in the sense that wherever someone says something, they're like, and everyone's like, oh, you should not say that, and they're like, well, I didn't mean it like that. I'm in the sense that, and everyone's just like, no.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, ooh.
Obi, you can tell Kai doesn't emote that much, but she like head on her hands.
yeah.
My aunt,
Mm.
she was a dumbass for that.
Yeah, yeah, pendants kind of seemed to go the other way at first, then the subversion, so I hope they know what they're doing.
Petty jabs are to be expected, but something this overt this early. Ugh. My aunt is trying to say something that she should probably keep her mouth shut about.
I figure that usually happens.
Raven, give me just flat charisma check.
I'll be back.
The only people who are even sitting in the same row as you are the Draken family, and everyone else is like, there are seats behind you that are empty. Like, there's a wide berth all around you.
Back.
But with the end of the concert, people begin to rise and staff begin escorting people out. Anybody who looks worried about being able to make it back to where they're supposed to be, because again, nobody's really super, like, there's nobody who's really familiar with the estate quite yet.
Uh,
Um,
so I'd like to do something that takes place during the Dragon Dance thing, if that's all right with you.
Go ahead. And then I have something that I'm gonna circle back to. I'm saying this out loud just so I remember, but go ahead.
Okay. So Quinn left before the Dragon Dance, and he still has that card Xerox gave him with his like rune number, right? should.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. He'd like to go find his room real
I'm gonna
quick.
go find Xerx's room.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Give me investigation to see if you can navigate.
All right. 18.
Yeah, you're able to find it.
Cool.
You get to the door.
I try to open it first.
It is unlocked.
Cool.
You walk in and you immediately see, like, you are greeted with a penthouse. Like, this is a big building, and this is like a nice space within it. Actually, no, sorry. Big room, not penthouse. I was thinking more about what the Lung family members get.
Yep.
Good room though.
Lucky fucker. I'd like to search for. I'm assuming he has more than one bag of cocaine, so I'd like to find at least one of those.
You're looking for drugs?
Yes.
You could just ask him for drugs.
Yeah, but he's busy.
Give me an investigation again.
So you just hate inconveniencing your drug friend.
Natural 20.
You find a drawer. You find an entire dresser that's just drawers full of cocaine and other various drugs, I guess. With a
Cool.
note on top, within each dress, like within each drawer, there's a note on top saying "Help yourself."
Cool. So, I take some, pocket it, and then
Cool. Are you just taking cocaine?
I'm not consuming it.
Are you just
yes,
taking
that is all I'm
cocaine, or are you taking some of the other drugs here?
I might grab some other drugs just to experiment a little.
Okay. There's some snuff in there. I'm not
And
completely
then
sure how
Snuff
to
in
put
there?
it. Snuff is like a separate thing.
how much time do you think I'd have before the dance ends at this point?
What do you want to
Wouldn't
do?
you like to know?
I'd like to try to find the kitchen.
There isn't a
What are you
kitchen
cooking?
within.
A kitchen? Oh.
There isn't a kitchen within the room. You would have to go down to like the staff
Oh,
kitchen.
yeah, that's what I meant. The staff kitchen.
Give me another investigation.
I'm so
Most likely
intrigued
just gonna
by
drug everyone.
your plan.
That is 21.
Give me a stealth if you're trying to hide from the staff.
Oh, that's a 7.
You as you get closer and closer to the kitchen, you see in the area with all of the with all the rooms, staff is pretty barren. Like everybody seems to be out escorting where the guests are supposed to be.
Yeah.
As you get closer to the kitchen, you see more and more people. You get stopped by just someone. I'm sorry, did you need help with anything?
I was asked to come down here and check on food.
I'm sorry, who sent you?
I don't know their name. I'm not gonna say that. They I don't know their name. I've only talked to them once or twice, but yeah, they just kind of sent me down here.
Well,
since they're all busy up there with the concert and everything.
Well, Mr. Quinn, did you order anything from the kitchen? Because I can assure you, if there's been a holdup, I can make sure that everything is taken care of very quickly.
No, not anything specific. They just want me to come, like, inspect the food, make sure everything's at least to my liking, since they know I have great taste.
I can assure you that everything is well taken care of. We have a very capable staff here. So please return to the guest area. It can get quite hectic around here, especially since dinner is going to be served soon, and I would ask that you not get in the way of traffic.
Yeah, you won't even know I'm there. I promise. I just need to check on everything.
Please, Mr. Quinn, go back to your room.
So here's my concern, okay? They're going to ask me what it looked like. And I'm not going to know because I have no fucking clue what you're trying to cook up in there. And then either I'm going to get in trouble or you're going to get in trouble or somebody's going to get in trouble because
I can
what
assure you that you, as a guest, will not get in trouble for the inner workings of our kitchen.
more like personal trouble with me.
You're going to get
But
in personal trouble with someone that you don't know the name of.
yes,
Deception check.
love
I
it.
love the idea that some random, I guess, worker, I don't know, it's
That's
just
a
like, oh
21.
no, we're so busy. I need this rock star to go inspect the kitchen for me. Let me just send Ozzy Osbourne to look up into that for me real quick.
Please come with me. I'd like you to describe whoever it was that sent you down here, because whoever it was, I can assure you, should not have sent you down here. She waves someone over, and is like, "Please follow them. They will ensure that we get all of the. She will ensure that everything that you remember is written down."
Can I roll a history to see just some random dragon?
A dragon?
Like, whichever person, like, just a random. Whoever would have sent me.
Here's the
Like,
thing: nobody would have sent you down here.
I
Are
mean,
you
like,
targeting a random staff member, or are you saying one of the dragons sent you here?
one of the dragons.
Okay.
The Lung.
Of a long
Family.
family. Okay, yeah. Give me history.
History? I'm bad at that one. I got a 10.
The only one coming to your mind is Shui.
Cool. I describe her.
Are you sure the young miss is the one who sent you here?
I promise.
And you didn't know her name?
I forgot it.
It's quite interesting. I will we will ask we will talk to Miss Shui ourselves, and we will take the blame if there's truly a problem. But again, we do ask that you return to your room. And if there's something specific that you would like from the kitchen, I can take your order here and now instead of waiting for them to be received from your room. And we can ensure that you get your dinner early instead of around the time as everyone else.
Of course. And I'd walk away, and I have a plan B, but if you want to just move on, we can.
Okay, we'll circle back around to you.
Yeah.
Raven, Gabriel, you guys have a good enough passive perception for this. Towards the end of the dragon dance, you see you see like just sort of what looks like a kid running like a bit of a distance away like through the lawn.
Can I roll to see who would have brought a kid? Like a
Yeah,
history?
go ahead, give me a history.
I think that's 8. Not 8. Sorry, I'm talking about my bonus. Oh no, my bonus is a +7. So that is a 17.
Raven, they are like pretty far away, so you like they are not in earshot. With a 17, this is not this is not a no kids event, but with just like the setting it's sort of like unofficially no kids allowed, just because this is not like a very kid friendly sort of space. There's very frequently alcohol. Events are not usually like that kid centric or
Man.
kid friendly. So there would realistically not be anyone who would bring a kid here. If anyone did bring a kid, it would most likely be Inga. Inga is a member of the Draken family. She is the one who runs a school, and she has a clutch of 7, and as well as an adopted child.
Also, just to confirm, we are inside, the child is outside.
You are all
And
outside. This is like an
outside.
outside
Oh, oh,
amphitheater.
oh, okay. I telepathically will speak to
What is the
I forgot
distance
her
on your
name.
telepathy? Oh, you're talking
Not
to
the
Arabella.
child,
Sorry.
Arabella. Telepathically say to Arabella, mostly just because I don't want the dude to hear.
But
Me?
Yes. There seems to be a kid running around outside. I feel like this is something someone should check on, and seemingly no one has noticed. Would you like to go and see what's happening?
Yeah, someone should probably. It might be the lungs high employ not children, but a lot of like sort of younger looking people. So there is uh like a chance that it's just someone working. We should probably still go check though.
Yes.
run
So
away from the drug.
not the
Raven,
drug
he
dealer,
is,
the stick dealer.
and also the drug dealer.
Drug dealer's not here at the moment. He left
Drug
the
dealer
Oh, I
amphitheater.
said
is
Draken, but that's okay.
Oh wait,
No,
no,
no.
no. Right. The drug dealer's a different person. I forgot about him. I haven't met the drug dealer yet. I don't know to be wary of him.
Dirax is sitting right behind, like just a few seats behind, like not even a few seats behind you, just like behind you and a little bit to like the right. Yeah. I think it's happening like as everybody's getting up to leave. But anyway, that's not important. And I do want to clarify, I say kid. It's not like very obviously like a child, but you can tell from like the build that it's not like an adult. Raven, I'm getting there. I don't have an exact distance. If you are trying to do something specific with an exact distance, let me know and I'll tell you whether or not you can. Out of earshot, far enough that he is just like a silhouette and not really like 60 feet. I'm gonna say no. But yeah. Grayson, Arabella, you guys both get up to go. You are approached by a staff member. Are you guys going to need any help making your way back to your rooms, or do you think you'll be okay to escort yourselves?
I'll be fine. How about you?
Quite all right, thank you. And the staff member bows and just goes more into the crowd to see if anybody else needs help.
One second. It's like, so I'm just walking up, not like running, but just kind of a quick paced walk to get to where the kid is.
Are you trying to hide that you're going that way instead of towards where, like, with the crowd, or are you just sort of splitting off without a care?
Would I need to hide from the crowd? Is there any reason for me to do that?
You know that guests are allowed mostly free run of the estate, but since you're not like well established as like a consistent guest because this is your first time, especially
Okay,
being
then yeah,
on the
I'll
property,
hide.
yeah, it's more of just like a thing of like, are you sure you might get lost? Yeah, go ahead, give me stealth. Arabella's gonna give you the help action.
So 21.
Yeah, you're able to sort of like stick with the crowd, like on the edges of it long enough until you're able to like just sort of split off without anyone noticing. Raven, are you also like following their lead and going like after the kid, or are you just sort of going into the building when when you find out that you can't really do anything magically? Okay, if you're hiding, also give me a stealth.
I don't even have proficiency in stealth. I just got a +2. That's just a good roll, honestly.
Good rules. Yeah, you're also able to split off. Shui is there. You can catch her before she leaves. Uh, we're gonna circle back around to this. Abby, you are able to like catch up to Shui. Especially if you are splitting off from Kai, are you splitting off from Kai, or are you sort of like taking her along with you?
I
Kai
was
is
gonna
just like
split
heading
off from
back to her
her.
room. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll be with you in a moment. I'll be just like that. I'll be with you in a moment. I'll catch up soon.
She nods and you head off.
Yeah. So I just catch up with Shui and head that way. I don't know who's all around her or anything.
She is walking with her brother, mother, and grandmother. So the matriarch of the family, the current CEO of the Lung Water Company, uh, the current vice president of the Lung Water Company, and Shui.
Um, I just kind of go to her and I was like, Shui, I just wanted to say something right quick, a moment of your time, if you're available.
You see, like the entire group stops, but Shui sort of waves them. We're all heading to our separate rooms anyway. I'm just gonna talk to her for a second. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And they all sort of like nod and walk off. Oh my god, thank you. Jesus Christ, I hate these events. Yeah, so what's up, Onyx?
So, nothing much. I just wanted to say thank you again for your letter. wanted to do in person because it it made more sense after you said what you said. So I guess I just wanted somebody maybe stop me to say it was a bad idea, but
It's not
I'm
a
glad
bad
that it's not a
idea.
yeah, I'm glad that's not a full no, essentially, but it's it's not that I want to go behind her back. It's just that I know she probably will say no if I ask her. But if you were motivated to behind the positively, maybe she'd think differently. Um, but yeah, I just want to say thank you for your insight. I guess you know. Um,
Onyx, my insight comes from, she's my cousin, so it's not like we grew up like super tight because, dragons were kind of like, she grew up on the other side of the country, but from the interactions I have had with her, my insight comes from experience. She's just like a very private person, you know, and also like you can never really tell when she's like actually mad. So, but like she does like get mad, so it's more of just a thing of like I would prefer not to make her mad because even if she is mad, I can't tell if she's mad, which makes it really hard to rectify the situation.
Understandable. That's I've spent a while getting to know her now, so at least I'm glad to
Yeah,
understand more.
how's that been going? Because honestly, I didn't think Kai really wanted friends.
But it's going great as far as I can tell. I hope she would say the same, as I just liked her poetry. And that's really all it took. Yeah,
That's all
just
that like
why.
she has a lot of people. Like she has people who hate her poetry, but she like has like a lot of people who like her poetry. I'm sure that's not all it took.
If there's something else, then that's something that still eludes me. Cause but as far as I know, that's all it took. And of course, I you know liked her poetry, and I wanted to hear more. I think what she does is great. And I wish more people saw that.
You know what? It's really good that you guys have like that common interest, and like it is good that you're friends with her because again we're like solitary creatures, but we take all like there's a reason that we still have like that we still are like continue this week like we do eventually cling on to someone.
But I appreciate it's me, even however long that I live. But like, are we still here in the theater? Are we? Because like, I do want to
It's
suggest that
oh
we
yeah,
walk if we're not.
oh yeah, you're
Okay.
not still like you like caught
Mhm.
her as everybody was walking off.
Okay, that's what I thought. Uh, well, I also want to make sure that she still has connections, because of course it's most likely she's going to outlive me. But so I still want somebody to be there, even if I'm not. Yeah. And
Well,
if I,
that's to be determined. Like again, like here's as social as I am outwardly, like like I do the whole thing, like I sing, I didn't act, whatever. I like at the end of the day, we are still dragons. Like we're solitary creatures. We don't really need people. Or, like it's again, like it's healthy. Like we always have like this might be a little bit too forward from of me to ask, but like, what is your relationship with her?
uh, we're friends, best friends as far as I'm aware.
Roommates. Some
Yeah, I only ask because like usually like a dragon's main like connection, especially outside of their family, is like a romantic connection. So I would just be aware of that, like especially if you don't feel the same. We can get kind of possessive, so I would be aware if that's not how you feel. I would maybe dip out a little early.
Well, I'm glad to know then.
Like,
If I may ask you one more thing, did you know the show was going to be like that?
oh no, my mom plans all of this. I really only focus on like my own choreography. But it was
Yeah.
interesting.
Was she in the show? Can I?
She was not. She was in the audience.
Okay. Well, that's what I thought. I don't want to question her, of course, but I just, how wise is that? You know,
I don't know. The matriarch always plans this kind of thing, and I'm technically lined up to be matriarch, but
I
my
know,
brother,
I know.
my brother is like way more qualified and also way more willing. That's actually the conversation you like saved me from. Like even like my brother, he really wants to be like head of the family, but he also kind of wants to uphold the tradition of it being the oldest water dragon because he's just sort of like that. So like they're all constantly trying to get me to be head of the family.
I understand that. So, but I think at the end of the day, you have to protect what you want, right?
Yeah.
So it's, even though it's tradition, stand up for yourself, okay? Even like I wish no ill will to the head of the family now, but sooner or later they won't be here. Somebody's gonna have to take over, and so
Honestly,
if they're not here to make the decisions, then that's on you, and that's on your brother. And if they're not going to be here to make those decisions, only you can. And if you don't want to do that, then you have to stand up for yourself. Like I said, at the end of the day, either one of you are going to be in charge. They won't be here to make those decisions, so you can't let that hold you.
it's really good advice. And at this point, you've been walking for a while, and you sort of like get to a point where you're about to split off. She goes, "Thank you for your advice." And again, I don't want to scare you, but Kai, especially, she's a lunar dragon. Like, she's like Ankez's antithesis. He's like really social and bubbly and able to make connections outside of what a dragon would normally have. And dragons are just sort of weird. But Kai, lunar dragon, when she was born, Olin sent the family the whole message of like her deal. She's meant to be solitary, so like don't take it too hard if you know yeah, especially since you're not obviously not able to have a clutch with her. But just I appreciate that you're friends with her. She's my cousin and I love her, but just keep an eye out.
I will. Thank you. It's
And she splits off.
good to. Yes, thank you again. It's good to hear all of that. So, and by
Welcome, girl.
deal is that you as the DM. So by deal, does Obi herself understands what that means? I would need, not quite sure. So,
Okay,
so
okay, what part are you confused at?
well, I didn't know if you meant an actual deal with somebody, or you just saying about how she is, what her deal is, like you say,
Oh yeah,
or she's actually
that's
made a deal.
no, it's like that's like her whole deal, like personality
Okay,
deal.
okay, that's what I thought. I just want to double check. Cool. Um, is there a I'm assuming there's a library here.
There
Um,
is a library. You would know where it is.
Great. I'm going to go there and read up on Dragon Maiden or something. Her relationship. 'Cause I'm trying to okay, what the hell have I gotten myself into?
All right. Give me an
Sapid,
investigation, and
Sapid
we're gonna fade
Dragon
to black.
question mark? You need to go to
I'm
AO3.
sorry, what did you say?
What?
Investigation, and we're gonna fade to black on that. Also, yeah, Zep, what did you say?
I said Sapid Dragon question mark?
Sapphic dragon.
That sounds like
Fade to black.
I don't think normal libraries have that. I think you need to go to an archive of one's own.
Okay, to be fair though, you're not at a normal library. This is a library on the estate
I'm about to
of
say this is their
dragon.
house, yeah.
I know.
This is like how they
I'm like,
you're about to pull out the book that they use to teach their kids the birds and the bees.
are they even just that? Like just other histories of, if dragons had human mates and stuff that too. I do want to
Oh yeah, that's well
back
known that like dragons sort of work on like apple rules, which Gabriel taught me about of uh just generally dragon reproduction is very weird. I'll explain it later. But it is very well known
okay.
that dragons have mates that are not there are only two families of dragons and they don't like each other but they also aren't inbred. So dragons do kind of frequently have kids out like with mates outside of their race. Sometimes that results in kobolds. Sometimes that results in dragon blood sorcerers. Sometimes that results in dragonborns. But sometimes it
Kobold?
results.
Oh, I know
Yeah, because
what
kobolds
we're
are
gonna right
dragons,
now.
apparently.
That's why Zap is like he's part dragon, right? That's how
Yeah.
his character feel.
My whole thing is
He's
Glad
like
I'm
to know
trying
you're
to
here,
kobold.
Archie. You've been
reclaim
very
my
quiet.
ancestry.
But yeah, I think honestly, kobolds are probably are probably not as common of like that. Probably happens like with dragonborn somewhere down the line.
It's Dragonborn Dwarf. No, Dragonborn Goblin.
Don't make me a goblin.
You already are a goblin.
I'll
Come
make
on,
you Goblin these. No.
stop.
Oh no!
Right after you dragon.
Finish it.
um, Archie, I will get to your thing after I do the thing with Gabriel and Archie. You guys do eventually catch up. If you want, you guys can do perceptions on each other against the stealths that you rolled earlier. So, Gabriel got 21, Raven got a 19.
I got a 12 on perception.
Okay, so you don't see him.
Bless you. Whoever that was.
Thank you. That was me.
Okay.
I got a genetic test, but all my genes were short.
Raven,
I have
are
this.
you rolling perception?
Question is, has Raven fallen asleep?
That would be so quick to fall asleep, though.
He's done faster.
Raven. Raven. Alright, yeah, he's probably asleep. We can catch him up in the recap tomorrow. Fuck, we didn't figure out who's doing the wrap up, did we?
No.
Ooh,
Let's go for it right now, because I don't want to just do it by
I have not
default.
been paying enough attention to be able to take enough notes. Um,
I can just do it.
Thank you. I did not want to. But Gabriel, you and Arabella, and Raven somewhere. You guys eventually catch up to the kid you were following. She what seemed to be like kind of right, because when you get closer, you can sort of see like gardener's uniform. And like again, not child, but like you can very obviously tell, like even under the low light and the moonlight, uh this is like just sort of like younger, like young adult, like sort of scrawnier, smaller body, but like height and everything is like
I will note I
obviously a
have
child.
dark vision.
You have dark vision. I forgot that that's the thing that half elves get.
That's the thing that most races get.
do I have dark vision? Oh, I do have dark vision.
Oh my god, wait,
That's fine.
Arabella does have dark vision.
Honestly, I am genuinely curious on what race Arabella actually is. Is she a golem? Is she a warforged? I don't know.
Cool.
You
Um,
rolled like above. I think you rolled like above a 20 on your Arcana last session, right? I think you did.
Fucking no.
She is like, as you've been interacting with her more and more, she is a golem, like, but she also does have like a lot of traits of Warforged just because of how her body works and how it is obviously very different than a traditional like clay golem. Don't quote
there's
me though,
different
because I
materials
haven't
involved.
looked at different golems, but she is made out of clay.
True, porcelain.
Yeah, she obviously doesn't work the same way like a clay golem does, but she does have some things in common.
I noticed flash golems, if that helps.
I looked
Yeah.
at glass golems and they
Flesh.
still
FLESH.
Yeah,
I-
that's what I used as a
a
stopwatch
flesh
against you
golem.
guys once.
That I feel like
Because
also doesn't work because like a lot of these
yeah,
things, their thing is like strength and durability, which is not typically things associated with porcelain.
Probably just basically
It could be. Sorry, you go.
just a construct, really. Like no specific type beyond that.
Because like it's the thing of like in she like again she doesn't work the same way that golems typically do. Typically golems are meant to be protectors, so it makes sense for them to be like strong and durable, but she wasn't made for that, and she wasn't made in the same way, which makes her work very differently. So in lore she is still technically a golem because of the way she was brought to life, but her body just works very differently. I did look at the glass golem and I don't like them. I think they still had like a slam attack, which I'm just like, you would shatter. And I no.
yeah, but it's piercing damage. Instead of like bludgeoning. I think it's just called slam because that's the golem thing.
The fact that it's piercing damage makes me think that they are shattering and then reconstitution what broke.
An
Archie,
option.
I appreciate you sending me this link. I do have to pay for it though.
Why? Okay, I don't know. Oh, I don't why though. 'Cause I'm able to access it, and it shouldn't. None of the things I have access. Like
Oh,
it
I
should
will
be in
access it.
the campaigns.
Because Zap does
I'm
have it.
in.
That might be why.
Yeah, I'm not in any campaigns.
But yeah, Ro has
Oh,
decided
yes,
to
you
never
are.
join the camp. No,
Are you? Oh,
Ro
yeah.
is not in
That's okay. That's fine. Okay.
If Ro actually was in the campaign, she'd be able to check out all the D&D stuff.
I just took a screenshot. I'm sending it now.
Thank you.
Ignore all my tabs. They're all very important.
Yeah.
Now I'm just looking at your tabs.
No,
This
they're going to know if I'm playing
Mhm.
Tetris.
this is very cute,
Are
and
you
this is a
women?
lot more similar to what I want for her, but also still not quite, because specifically because of like regeneration, she does not.
Grabby
She
hands.
she does not fix herself. But yeah,
Grabby
thank you,
Modify it.
hands.
That's the thing. I
I
don't think
will.
you're getting nothing. That's gonna be exactly it.
Which is why, like, I've already made her character sheet, but like, I will look at that again to see if like if there's anything I want to add.
That means cap block.
Psychic damage is so interesting
Yes.
for it to be like, I'm not going to heal anymore because my brain hurts.
To be fair though, I don't think she has a brain. Head empty, no thought. I am literally hollow.
Just like Ro.
Dang.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And I do mean that in
That
a
sounds like you
negative
should.
way.
Wow, you should kill his character and give me
Thank
all
you for
the stuff.
clarifying.
So crazy.
Okay, back to the plot. By the time you get close enough to really see what he's doing, he is sort of kneeling in front of what looks like a giant like gilded cage with foliage like sticking and poking out of it and just sort of completely obscuring your view of anything that could be inside. Oh,
What?
I don't think we
Can
should
I?
be here. This is
You go. You go. Sorry. I only just realized you were talking as
yeah,
Aaron.
okay. Yeah, Arabella's like, I don't think we should be here. This is Azumi's private garden. They're probably just tending to it.
Can I quickly roll? Yeah, I kind of want two things. One, I want to roll like nature to see if these plants would in fact even need to be tended to at night. And two, even if it's not a nighttime plant, see if I can roll something. Be like in society, we would like they wouldn't have people like. Are these people too uppity to show the staff that they'll have them work at night?
Okay. Yeah.
Those
Go
are the two
ahead.
rolls.
Go ahead and make those rolls.
Nat fucking 20 on that nature.
Okay.
And what was the other roll? What should the other roll be?
Either history or insight, whatever one is higher.
19 on insight.
These are definitely people who like this is definitely like old money. If this was the Draken estate, they would have like staff working around they would have staff out during the day to show how much staff they have, to show how much money they have. Both families are old money. The Draken family acts like they're new money. The Long family, however, definitely acts a lot more old money, and they would definitely have a lot more staff working at night, just because like there are the staff that are working directly with like the guests of like showing you to your room and blah blah blah. But for the most part, they want to keep staff like out of the way and like out of the face of guests that they have over. So it's definitely reasonable that people would be working at night. For the nature, you see like just looking over, like this seems to be like a kind of jumbled mess of different plants. You can see some that are definitely glowing with like bioluminescence a little deeper into like like the main foliage on the outside seems to be like pretty normal and standard, but you can see like past like the leaves and the trunk of like and like the leaves and the trunks of trees, some like glowing like bioluminescence. So you could assume that there are at least some like nighttime plants that would need to be tended to during this time. As you get closer, you see.
You go.
Say
You
again?
go.
You
I
see
hadn't
like
finished
his.
anything.
Okay. You see his arm get. You see like this kid's arm get like yanked as. And he like quickly pulls his arm back and like mutters something under his breath.
Fucking perception.
Do a disadvantage because his arm is fully in like this cage, that is obscured by foliage.
13.
Let me roll something very quickly. Yeah. You see like a slight shadow moving within the trees, but you can't quite make out like a shape. But like you do also know like magical plants, there are some that can move on their own. Were you inciting for that, or were you more trying to see what he was saying?
I was trying to get like what happened, what he was saying.
Okay, yeah, you see like kind of like a shadow moving within the trees, and you hear him like for the most part you can't really hear what he's saying, but you do get like, "King, be gentle."
Okay. Also, could I use that nat 20 in nature to be like see any plant that like if I maybe picked off a little bit, uh, wouldn't be too hurt by it.
Most plants wouldn't be hurt by like taking like samples off. You would have to be like you have to like get closer and be like a little bit more specific, because like you could pick off a leaf off of one of these very normal trees and they'd be fine.
More of one of the ones that are like bioluminescent.
Yeah, you would have to you have to get closer to be able to even reach them and sort of reach your arm into this cage.
No,
I
I
would say
don't.
also,
I got Mage Hand, which can be invisible, and as a Arcane Trickster Rogue, I can use it to do stuff.
yeah, you'd have to get closer to even like be able to see specific. So once you get closer, I'll give you more on that. You also like you feel like Arabella sort of like tug on your sleeve a little bit. Like, we should go. Like, nobody's really supposed to touch or like even really be close to her garden. She gets really like I've only been to. This is my third one. My first one was also here. Someone tried to like grab like a flower from inside her garden and she like freaked the fuck out.
Okay. Okay. We checked out. No, it's not a kid. Let's just make our ways back to our rooms.
And she starts going. And as you're beginning to leave, you can see you hear again. If you want to roll another perception, you can. But you hear the kid like mutter something else before like grabbing his bag and again running off.
Not one. I don't hear jack shit.
You don't even hear him mutter. Actually, you don't notice him leave. You're just going. Judo. Let's get Archie. I promise I'm gonna get to your thing. Judo, I know you're gonna leave soon. What's your plan B?
Actually, I think I'm gonna stay, but Sleep isn't very necessary.
Cheeto.
So
Oh, you mean in real life? Okay.
yeah,
Technically, wait, Judo, did you mean 12 our time or 12 their time?
12-hour time. So
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's still a whole. We still got a whole
Do
hour.
know
Okay.
you can do
if
Archie
someone
first.
said if someone said what
I
if
forgot
someone
he
doesn't
was in the wrong time zone. Okay, forgive
What-
me.
okay
Okay.
if
Oh, Judo's in our time zone? I didn't know that. Okay.
Judo's in the right time zone, yeah.
He's in the correct time zone. He's in the incorrect time zone. Yes.
I will
Right
note
is subjective.
there is a
There's also
strong part of me that wants to make Alistair leave every single time someone calls it the incorrect time zone.
Leave Alistair the fuck alone. I do not feel like editing and having to download multiple tracks.
I will mess with everything.
Stop touching shit.
But yeah, do Archie first.
Okay. Archie, go ahead, give me an investigation.
And
10. You know what? I want some shit to happen. You see, since you're like actively like looking around, also give me a stealth if you're trying to not be seen by everyone.
yeah, I'll that way. Spin covert.
What?
I put another outfit.
I cannot see the chat, and it's really getting on my nerves. Oh, wait, there we go.
It's
Never mind, I still can't see the picture you sent.
it's in references and memes.
Oh, there we go. Like, everything was just blank for me for a second. We
19.
love
That's my
extravagant
look.
stealth outfit. 19? Oh yeah, you're in the shadows. And you can see someone just sort of you can see someone come from like the main estate into like the section of like guest houses that you saw the Draken family walk towards.
So saw someone coming from
Like the
the
main
Draken
building.
houses.
You saw someone coming from the main building going
Okay.
towards the Draken houses.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're following them?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna make you roll another stealth. You follow them. They go up to a guest house. You don't know who's in which house, but you do hear a sort of like lower but feminine voice come from the house. What do you want? You hear like the feminine voice is a lot more like powerful, so that you can hear it. But you can't really hear what the man says. The woman goes, "Are you kidding me? Every year you come here. Every year I turn you away. What happened with us and what happened with your mother? I don't understand. I am here because I have to be. I don't understand why you keep trying to fix whatever this is. It's not going to get fixed. Now, I want you to leave before I remind you." And you see like a orangish light start to come from the door. The door opens like towards you, so whoever is behind it, you're not able to see, but you're able to see like this orangish flame as the woman continues talking. I want you to go before I remind you why I have the reputation I do and just how hot my flames get. And the door slams, and you see the more masculine figure begin to like walk off.
Hey. Well, trainer's being told about this. See if he has any idea what that could be. More specific.
Oh, also something that is a lot more obvious. I wasn't even gonna make you roll for. You see, what did I name her? Because there's one of them. You see one of the Lung family go into Xerx's room, but it's with like a lot of other people. Xerx is the only one staying in the main building instead of a guest house. If you want, you can roll history because there is some stuff there.
Dirty 20.
Xerax and fuck, what's her name? Aisha. Aisha. Aisha is the one that went into Xerax's room with like a bunch of other people. Aisha is also very much like in like the partying and like drug scene. Possibly even more so than Xerax, purely because again she lives in Econ, so she can indulge even Xerax doesn't indulge so heavily because of honestly probably just like years of doing this shit has built up like that partial immunity, as well as just like a dragon level constitution. Aisha can go even harder because she's from a con and therefore rarely suffers side effects for her actions. And they are both the chillest members of their family and simply don't give a fuck, especially when a party is involved. So it's not especially weird that, especially like with a group of people, they are around each other and fine. So they're probably just doing drugs. But I felt like that would still be something that your
Yeah.
character would be looking for, considering what you DM'd me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, you come back to your trainer. Your trainer has a Russian accent, but I'm not confident in my ability to do a Russian accent. He goes, interesting, and you didn't see who either of them were.
I mean, it was that guest house and feminine. Lower.
Feminine with an orange light. Mention fire. Okay, so the one in the house has to be Zalia. I don't even know why I'm indulging in this. You should keep this to yourself. If this kind of stuff gets out, especially since it is connected to Zalia, she isn't as outright cruel as Cinda. She will still kill you. So I suggest you don't talk about this.
But I mean, but it's juicy.
I understand that. This is very interesting, and I'm glad you told me. But if this kind of thing starts floating around and she traces it back to you. And also, if you put this out in the rumor phase, this is going to be a thing that I will have to have be connected back to you because you're the only one with this
Yeah, oh,
information
yeah.
to spread.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. Just to make it clear, if this does start spreading and she's able to connect it back to you, you might not leave this event.
Interesting.
Especially considering, even though this is being hosted on Long family property, if one Draken member feels especially strong about something like a rumor being spread or needing to take revenge or enact consequences on someone, the entire family will back it. This is something that you kind of like already know about the Drakens. The lungs will try and remain diplomatic and sort of condemn. They have a very good reputation, but in the few times that things have happened, they have sort of like condemned their own family members until things got sorted out. The Drakens will go down with the ship. And they will go down with the ship and then burn the entire fleet. This is not something you want getting out if it is connected to a Draken that does not want this getting out. I've seen Cinda eat people for less.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And again, you're not dealing with Cinda, but if you piss her off enough, you might be dealing with Cinda.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, it's if I deal, it's one of them. I'm gonna deal with both of them.
Yeah. Before the great battle with the dragons, it was sort of dragons are thought to be mostly solitary. They all sort of like they all spread out across the world, across the country, like each country. And before the great battle that they had like centuries ago, they would all like spread out even more and not have any contact with each other. Now though, they're a fucking unit. The final battle, they came together and burned down half of and not even half of Aglia. They burned down half the continent together. The entire world is invested in not pissing them off again. So, I suggest we keep this between us. Okay?
Fine.
Good. Now, I don't know what they have in store for tomorrow. Things usually don't really pick up. They serve breakfast and you can order whatever you want. For menus just appear. You guys ordered dinner at some point. Menus do just sort of like appear on like the nightstands with the sigil. And you're able to just sort of circle what you want, send it back, and then dinner. Same thing happens with breakfast. And same thing happens with breakfast, and just sort of you can send things out if you want food in between them, like if you want lunch, but they don't have like a menu set up for that. But fucking words.
So
Like your things don't really get started until like 11 to midnight, but he is like, it's gonna be a lot for the next 4 days. head to sleep. I'm not gonna. You don't have to say that you go like to bed because we are going. Unless there's anything someone wants to do, we are going to enter the epistolary phase.
I'd like to finish my plan B.
Fuck, forgot you had that. Thank you for reminding me. Back to you.
Yep.
You're gonna take all those pills at once? Oh my gosh.
What? What'd you say, Zap?
I said you're going to take all those pills at once. That's like an entire week's worth of pills
It's an entire
Yeah.
to
pharmacy.
finish off a plan B.
So first part of plan B, I'd like to find a lonely kitchen staff. If there is one.
Okay, like, do you mean like alone or just lone and like alone?
Alone.
Okay.
You know, I just feeling so sad lately making all these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
You're able to find someone. You're gonna be able to find someone like heading back from dropping off dinner.
Cool. Dominate person.
Pancake.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
What kind of
It's a wisdom save 15.
Also, is it humanoid?
Oh, yeah.
That's a 2 on the dice.
That's a 2 on the dice. Love that.
I don't. What are you doing?
I'd like to hand him the bag of drugs that I have and go, just go, like, sprinkle some of this on all the food you have in the kitchen.
Oh no.
This
So you
is
do
evil,
have
I
a
think.
dog.
This is so immoral, I think.
He's getting desperate for fun, okay?
There are so many other ways to stir up drama.
Yeah.
This isn't even starting a drama. This is potentially gonna kill some old lady.
Yeah, this could potentially kill some people.
So
This is
he has low.
a fine dining thing. Just
To
go
be
to meal.
fair, his only 2 stats that are above a +2 are Constitution and Charisma. So, intelligence scale not that high.
I need to read out Dominate Person. Hold on.
It's a
Okay,
long
now
one.
this. Yeah, dominate person needs no. He just takes their turn. He just controls them. It's not even suggestion. It's I do your actions while I'm concentrating on the spell, and use my action to.
Do they need to stay within like a certain range of them?
Don't know. I don't remember that. Nope. Well, the range is same plane of existence
Oh my god.
for a minute.
I don't want to be in charge of what happens after you get the entire function high.
Okay.
You know, I want to make
Yep.
sure you understand what you're doing right now.
Yes.
That yes was that confident, you know.
Quinn will. Quinn
You know, you
can.
understand you're committing a felony right now, right?
I mean, so is cocaine. Having cocaine, period.
Yeah, but like you're actively poisoning people.
Some places, this could be. If this
Here's
is
the
a
thing: the
wartime,
people
this
who
will be
brought
a war
cocaine.
crime.
If no, wartime, a war crime is before, during, or after a war. A war crime is any time. War crime's a war crime no matter what time, honestly.
Also, like a
As
person.
long as we live in Geneva
If you
Convention.
were, an organization, this would definitely be a war.
But
If you're not
also, I would
actually
like to
on the
know
stage,
the cocaine comes from the people that come up from the land that got a blessing of do as much cocaine as you want, you won't feel negative consequences.
Okay,
I'm pretty
actually,
sure the
no.
cocaine gets
The
a bit of a
cocaine,
fluff.
the cocaine comes from Xerax, who comes from Aglia.
Wrong family. We're in the land of, nothing happens. But
You are close to
Oh,
the
we're
land of nothing happened. You're in this area.
these names are too similar. What's the land of no consequences for cocaine?
Akon.
Akara. Okay.
Akon.
Econ.
I-K-A-N.
These names are too similar.
How?
Mostly the first two. My note is that the names are too similar.
I'm gonna roll a stealth for this person. First, I'm gonna roll just perception for the people around. Gonna do one roll because I don't feel like rolling a bunch of times. Then I'm gonna do perception. Keep in mind, I just rolled a 2. Sorry, now I'm gonna roll stealth. Keep in mind, I just rolled a 2. That is a 10 for the perception. I do not feel confident. That's a 12 for the stealth. Yeah, he does the fucking thing. Now I want everyone to roll flat d20s to see if you get hit with spiked food.
Okay.
Of course.
I do want to ask. Does immunity to poison make me immune to drugs? Even if I do get them.
wait,
Yeah.
question.
Poison.
What was the letter that Judo sent to me that made me anxious? I don't remember.
Graysons are trying to steal your shit.
Okay.
Specifically, your sticks.
And it was
Nat
also
20.
anonymous.
Great. You
Is
don't
that good
get
or
spiked
bad?
food, and neither does your boss.
Cool. I got an 11.
You don't get spiked food. Evie.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh
My head is
no,
full.
please.
I need to sleep.
Please. Come on, that's average. Come on.
What was it?
Oh, 10. Sorry.
You're good. You do not get spiked food. Judo, you get spiked food.
Well, I know it's spiked.
You do know it's spiked, but you get cocaine-laced food.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Cocaine is usually snorted. What happens when it's ingested?
Same effects, I think, just a little bit slower acting because it has to get to your blood. It doesn't get to your bloodstream as quickly. Because you
And
can
also,
inject
it's-
cocaine orally.
It's also not just cocaine because I grabbed the other drugs too.
How many?
Jeez,
How
Judo.
much fucking shit did you put in this cocktail of drugs? Give me a list because now I have to figure out what a mixture of
Well, I'm
whatever
sorry,
the fuck you grabbed.
I don't know, some random pills I found in that drug
Thrash.
drawer.
What is it?
Wow, you
Thrash,
gave everyone
copper?
Viagra.
You, by next session, get me a fucking list, Judo.
I'm gonna
Hey,
have to
Judo,
go to
Google
incognito
drugs.
mode.
No, this is your punishment. Google drugs.
Oh, okay. So actually, digestive system does not absorb the drug as quickly, so it takes longer to feel the effects. Furthermore, the stomach acid may break down some of the cocaine before it reaches the bloodstream, reducing the potency.
I would say
That's what-
roll a collective con check for like the party, and then like we can roll our own con check. Anyone who does get something spiked can roll their own con check to
Here's
see
the
if
thing.
it even
gonna ha-
affects.
We're gonna do this roll next session because I need Judo to give me a list of things he has given so that I can know if you fail, how hard are you fucking tripping?
Are we getting another round of the
Wait, you
rumor
guys
stuff?
all passed. You guys all passed your luck checks. The only person who got laced food is Judo, and he
Well,
just knows not to eat it.
I rolled a 6. It just doesn't matter if I got it or
Apparently it's
not.
a poison.
Yeah.
You're
And
gonna
also-
roll a different check to see if you notice.
Also, after he goes in to do that thing, I'd like to go purposely accidentally run into Shui.
Shui.
Yep.
Give me a luck check to see if she's in her room by the time you're doing this.
All right. That is a natural 1.
Yeah, unless you are going to go knock on her door.
Would I know where her door is?
Honestly, probably.
Then yeah, I'll go do that.
You open the door. She opens the door and just closes it.
I'm... I knock again.
What do you want, Quinn?
I did that thing you asked of me.
I'm sorry?
You asked me to go check on the kitchen?
Help me out.
I'm pretty sure it was you.
Told you nothing.
Then either I'm confusing you for someone else, or you have a doppelganger running around here.
Look at me. My hair is bright fucking green. I have antlers. And scales on my hands. That's something that I forgot to add into her art. She has scales, not as far up as everyone else, about halfway up her calf and only about up to her wrist instead of up to her elbows. And of course, like on her neck. Fucking look at me. You're not gonna
That makes
mistake me
sense.
for anyone, Quinn.
What'd you say? Sorry?
Fucking look at me. You're not gonna mistake me for anyone, Quinn. And who in their right mind would copy me?
I don't know, someone jealous or something? I don't know.
Give me a deception check against
Sure
her.
thing. Sure thing.
You know it's gonna be a good roll.
That is a 26.
Quinn, what the fuck did you do?
I went and checked on the kitchen.
Quinn,
like
what did
asked.
you do? They were trying to use me as a scapegoat for. Shut the fuck up. No, don't shut the fuck up. What did you do?
Wait, no, shut the fuck up.
I didn't do shit. I just did whatever your doppelganger asked me to do.
Quinn, I swear to fucking God, if something weird happens tomorrow, it's your ass. If something weird happens tonight, your ass.
That could be good or bad depending on the context.
I'm going to beat you the fuck up.
Oh, okay. Bad. So
Listen, I am 5'3" and thin, but I can still turn into a fucking dragon and bite your head off. Don't forget that, Quinn. I know you forget that sometimes. Don't forget that.
all I did was went and made
Shut the
sure all
fuck
the
up, I know
food.
you're lying. Shut the fuck up, I know you're lying.
I made
know
sure
you're
the
lying,
food
Quinn.
was seasoned well.
Quinn, don't act like we don't know each other well enough for me to know when you're fucking with me.
Good night.
Chick splashes water in your face. She did not have like a cup or anything. She is just a water dragon. Splashes water in your face and like slams the door.
Cool. That's it for now.
Quinn, you have made bad decisions.
Quinn doesn't have
Where's he
a
from?
drug problem. Quinn is the drug problem.
Okay, is there anything anyone else is doing?
This
Not
game is
drug.
fun.
Basically just
I
returning
think
back
is
to Maryland.
if there is anything.
I can't think
No,
of
I think
anything.
she'll say it.
Hey, didn't you say that you wanted to talk to Quinn like after the concert to like have a more proper conversation?
Oh, we did say that.
Oh yeah. I
Quinn
imagine
Me,
can
he's
get
just walk
distracted by the
around. I don't
kid,
think
so
he's
it
that
makes
hard to
sense.
find.
no.
I can just have a nice thing and be like, oh, we missed each other. Oh yeah, I was spiking everyone's food.
Yeah. I wanted to say that you can find Quinn. You can like it's getting close to night, so like there's more staff walking like it's getting later. There's more staff walking around.
Something. Okay. You note that I want to say real quick that uh, I'm not just ignoring the staff. I am like politely saying like hello, uh, just like pleasantries to. I'm acknowledging the staffs as human beings.
Oh.
You know what? There is something I would like to do.
Okay, we hold
I
that thought, pin it. We're gonna get to it right after these two.
So I rolled a 22 on performance. Quinn's just acting as if everything's fine.
Sure. Sure, because everything is
Performance.
perfectly fine.
I'm assuming this is
Like,
Like he
performance
did.
versus like
He did not just get
insight.
there and to get his ass
Yeah.
kicked by a dragon.
Like a 17.
I'm sorry, what'd you say again, Judo?
He's acting as if he didn't just get threatened by a dragon to get his ass kicked.
Okay. Yeah, because everything is so perfectly fine in this moment.
Yep.
I mean, it's fun. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, Grayson, you can't tell that anything is up with Quinn. He just seems like his normal, obnoxious self.
He seems kind of jittery, but
It's
in the
him. Yeah.
in a way that's not unexpected for a fucking rock star person.
Yeah.
Or like he's at least playing it off in a way that's not unexpected for a rock star person.
Yep. Piece of shit. I'm sorry, Judo. I think I hate your character now. Actually, I'm not sorry. You did this to yourself.
I did
You
do
did.
this to myself, and
Yeah.
I do not regret anything yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
Sorry, you might die. You might die.
I
Or-
might die.
You also might. Here's the thing. You might get kicked out. You might get arrested. You also might die.
Kicked
To
out and
the audience at
arrested.
home, I would like to note that the other antics of this man are naked rat man, and I would like to know he's naked and not actually a rat. He is a human who lived amongst the rats. He's just a
Yes.
naked human man.
And also, one of my favorite characters that I've ever seen played in games ever, Alec, who I love dearly, and he counts.
He's not dead. He's floating in space.
Yeah,
It
he's
doesn't
somewhere.
matter. He's basically dead.
Long live chaos.
Let him shrivel into bone and dust, and let
You
his
know what?
corpse be found amongst the stars.
You know what? Judo, I gave you your tag for a reason.
You did, yes.
I gave you that. I called you a beautiful ball of chaos earlier.
You did, yes.
Ah.
I am chaos incarnate.
Judo's just Allie.
Just who?
Allie Beardsley.
I don't know who that is.
They're
Dimension
a
20
member of
character.
Dimension 20.
Okay,
Allie had
including,
drugs.
by the way,
One out of
including the
34.
drugs. Because
No,
Including the drugs.
Allie didn't. Allie did drugs and gave drugs to people who consented. I don't think Allie drugged and other party before.
no, I'm saying the drug related stuff, not the drugging people.
Yeah.
Though I think early Pete would have.
Early Pete would have drugged people. He had a drug problem, but he wasn't the drug problem.
No, I'm like middle of first. How could it? Vox that never met Kingsley Pete. Do you see that line?
Most.
Okay, so Grayson and Quinn run into each other.
I can't find with this shit.
Right. Quinn, correct? Or is there something you would prefer?
Quinn Stone is fine. Full name preferred.
Winston? Alright.
Wait, what'd you just say?
I heard Quinston
Oh no, Quinn Stone.
in Quinstone. Okay. Quinstone. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, when it comes to name, I prefer just last name. Just Grayson.
Grayson. Very common name, I hear.
In this law firm I work in, I don't. There was once a scandal of people seeing if they were intentionally hiring people named Grayson, but it then came out that no, it's just we're good at law for some reason.
Oh, interesting.
It's weird.
It's a common name specifically in the law industry.
Yeah, I knew someone with the last name Grayson once.
But I safe to assume you probably are aware of why I know who you are.
I'm pretty sure everyone at this party knows who I am.
I'm not very much into the music industry. I've only been out of school for like maybe a year or two. I haven't been focused on music, more of just building my career.
So you're boring. Got it.
I wouldn't say that, but
I would.
We're not here.
Jacob would. Both of us.
But yeah. So how do you know me if you don't listen to music for some reason?
Well, it's a thing you've been saying to. Out of character, you said you'd be shouting it from the rooftops.
Yes.
Yeah, so. And you've been. Honestly, I don't know why it necessarily matters too much to you. Maybe you have some big reason. Well, if there's someone who's going to be yelling about me, whatever, I don't really care about undoing the rumors, but
I hand you a card. It's just, if you ever want to see how I actually do deserve my position, and I worked for it, you can use me in a court of law. I hand my card.
I might need this soon.
I
Uh,
insight check that. It's only a 19.
I don't.
I don't know what this would be opposed by.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. I find more detail. If you're wanting to cover up facts, I guess maybe another like you're hinting but not fully stating, so it could be a deception. But I would leave this up to Ro.
It is up to Ro.
I literally just said I don't know. Deception.
Okay, that is a 25.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
He did say one part of it blatantly out loud, so you're like, I think you can still catch on to the fact, oh, this man has done something.
Yeah. I don't know what he's done. I know he's done something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But he's
feel like
also
I'm
a rock star, so could just
Yeah.
feel as
be.
if I'm gonna quickly regret giving you this card, but I'm going to let you keep it.
Cool. You really should get onto the music thing.
It's been a while since I
Alright.
focused on anything other than my career. I don't know a good place to start.
Well, it seems you just need to loosen up a bit.
Where are they in like the building areas?
That's what your boss is here for, no? Taking a break from work?
I honestly am kind of doing the exact opposite, trying to get my name up there,
Yeah.
make myself known. So, you know what? I was gonna disagree with you, but you're right. I should try to lose more.
Yeah. Go visit my friend Xerax. He'll help you with that.
I think I know of them, and I would rather not.
Fair enough. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of him either, really, but he's
Friend
helped
just a word
another
you
certain
use?
friend is a word I just kind of use. He actually helped one of my other friends pretty recently. You're quite acquainted, quotation marks, acquainted with him too. The little kobold man.
Ah, yeah, the one who wants to hire my law firm to help sue children.
Yes.
We're not taking that case.
I promise you, whatever I have will probably be easier than that. Not soon, probably. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the next couple of
Is
days.
whatever you have easier than counter suing a child?
Wait, counter sue?
What?
God,
You-
doing you?
He went into it in his drug rant.
I'm sorry, but
The
I'm
child
pretty
is
sure
suing.
I'm going to get my. I'm pretty sure this law firm will be going on the side of the child.
Like, they're
No, you
probably
can't.
helping the
You can't
6-year-old
take
sue
them.
you.
It's a counter of interest. I've already approached you.
I don't think that's how that works.
That is how that works.
Actually, you didn't accept it. They didn't accept
Yeah.
No,
any
you
sort
don't
of
have to
deal.
accept
So
it. As long as I approach you with it, you're not allowed to take on the opposition of the client.
Ah, damn.
I'm not. I think there has to be I believe it also can depend on the actual area, but you can't take it on if either side gives you more information than the other, basically.
Yeah, I only know you want to sue the children. I don't know what
information you have.
Yeah, we also
Actually,
don't know that this child is your sister, I don't think. We just know that's the 6-year-old.
I think it was briefly mentioned that it was the sister.
I also don't know that
thought that was
much
just
about
mentioned while he was
actual
in the
law,
bathroom.
by the way.
Oh, that might be true, Ro.
I also know nothing about actual law, but this also isn't an actual country, and we've fucked around with law before. We decided to just go on Phoenix Wright rules for Murder of Davina.
What the
Phoenix Wright
investigator has to do?
Good vibes.
That's right, the attorney has to do all the investigation.
Not that he had
Here's the
to,
thing.
but that he was able to.
I'm gonna be real. In Murder of Davina, the attorney was the only one who actually wanted to do an investigation.
Yeah.
It was a racist town, and one of the people they were racist towards died, and they're like, well, they're dead. Guess this is going into a cold case. Let's just, well, either that or let's just arrest her brother. They're one of the people we hate. It's probably them. They're that
Yeah, it was
damn
like
werewolf family.
it was literally just, oh, she died, and it looks like it was by claws, and her brother just got back from college. I don't remember what I called that town, but damn, that town was racist.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't think about it until like a few moments ago of the fact my character is pretty young.
Yeah.
I feel like my character might be one of the youngest people at this party, or youngest adults. I've been graduate, like this man graduated from law school like a year and a half ago.
I mean,
This
probably
man is like 20.
the youngest
There you
would
go.
probably be Dougie.
Dougie's a full-grown adult, I thought.
Yeah,
That is an
kobolds
adult
are
man.
adult. Yeah, kobolds are adult at 6.
Okay, sorry,
At
that is
6?
true,
Yeah.
but
Wait a second.
they lived for only 30
I'm
years.
doing an adult then.
And
wait,
they're not
Wait,
still dogs.
He wants to sue a 6-year-old. He wants to just sue another
That's an adult.
adult. Maybe you should
That's an
phrase
adult.
that differently, you bastard.
Sorry, it's that you're not.
If we
including
knew it
adult
was your
ones.
sister and you said I wanted to sue a 6-year-old, it was like, oh no, you wanted to sue another legal adult, not you wanted to sue a child. And also, Ro, yeah, it is like their dog still.
That's very funny, Zap. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't even know that, but that is honestly
No,
much
here's
better
the thing.
than my
How are
sister.
you of draconic lineage and dragons live so long, and yet you're like, yep, got shorter lifespan than humans.
There's
because they're
I get
not.
that it's a
much.
holdover.
Okay, here's the
I
thing.
get that
in
it's a
okay,
holdover from when they were dogs, but like, come
Well,
on.
But no, in lore they
Wait, they
aren't.
were dogs?
No, they're okay. They're a dragon spawn, as in Tiamat made them in her realm.
Yeah.
They're not lineage. They were
Okay.
created. Is
Also-
why they is like main D&D lore.
For Evie's
Just
question,
created to be
They-
disposable.
They
they-
created to be like perfect servants kind of situation.
for Evie's question of they were dogs in like first edition, they started out as dogs, and then as it went on, they later went into being more dragon-like. But in different things, they stayed dog-like.
For example, Delicious in Dungeon.
Japan.
Japan, yeah. In Japan, there was a different game. There was the video game that was like
Oh
their
yeah, you did. I remember
main
Archie telling
staple
me.
in stuff, which is why Delicious in Dungeon has it be dogs, because the writer's dad was a big fan of that game, where kobolds were dogs.
By the way, kobolds are just the word kobold originates in like just Germanic, like like roughly Germanic, European, just like word for like monster sort of thing, like boogeyman kind of situation, like out in the forest.
And now they're just these feral little guys.
That sometimes have wings.
I could have had wings.
Or boopable.
Yeah. Was that not? No, that was not an option in Monsters in the Multiverse. It was an option
Wing
in
and
previous
Cold is a
Arc.
weapon.
It's an URD. URD.
But where in
It,
the building are they having this conversation?
oh yeah.
Because I know.
Somewhere.
He'd be walking back from
From Shui's
Probably
room.
around the
Yes,
living
Shui.
quarters. Shui?
Yeah.
I still hate that name so much.
It's so Shui.
Why?
Is it spelled
Yeah, why?
SCHWAY?
No, you didn't see how it's spelled.
Oh
said
wait,
No, I
sorry.
didn't
I
pay
didn't.
attention.
I didn't mean to reply to your message, Archie.
Oh, why that message?
I don't know.
Probably stuck from last time. Trust type.
I also don't know what message I responded to. I just know that it's
It's
connected to
the
your message.
evil doll
It's
looking
the big
thing.
doll one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't mean to respond to your message, but that's how her name is spelled.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
'cause I didn't know how I would run into them on the way back from the library. Because I didn't know how late it was.
honestly, you can.
Just come through reading a book and just look at them and go, is everything all right?
I want you to keep in mind that you came back from reading a book about essentially the birds and the bees of dragons.
Dragons and how we fuck.
This was
feel like
probably written by one of these dragons.
I
Mhm.
feel
Is that
like
dragon here?
shifting
Can you ask
has
the
to be
offer
some part of it.
specifically?
Wait.
Okay, say
Are
what
you
you said
holding
again,
the
Archie.
book?
Are you holding the book? Because Quinn would have something to say.
I
Please
just
be
said it.
holding the book.
I feel like
Huh?
Quinn would
shifting
like
has
to
to be
turn
some
the book.
part of it.
Guys, I want to hear what Archie said.
I feel
No.
like shapeshifting has to be some part of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
Like, they
don't
had-
have it's not like a singular form most of the time. It's a humanoid form. They just usually have a preferred form.
Yeah, they like for me. It's just like they can. It's essentially like a ombre of human. It's a
Hombre.
spectrum of human to dragon.
It's an hermano. It's an hombre. It's my boy. My man. My brother.
Abby, are you holding the book?
Did you want me to hold the book or not?
I want you to hold the book.
Okay, since everybody wants you to hold the book, I probably would have taken. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to take it from the library, but if she is, like, she probably would have it under her arm. I was like, oh, hello? I was like, excuse me. She'll just be slowly going through to walk to her place.
So I see the book.
What?
Probably the name of it.
Probably.
It is not
Tracy?
called Dragons and How We Fuck, but it is
Yeah,
something
but-
to that effect.
Would it be
What is
not
it?
in Draconic or anything like that?
Okay. Everyone who had another language to take, I did suggest Draconic. Who here does not speak Draconic?
I do not speak Draconic.
I don't
Okay,
know.
never mind.
I don't remember if I speak Draconic or not.
No, I think there was someone who said that they had another language to take and just didn't take any yet.
I don't know if I have another. You said I might because werewolf. But I do have it. I do have
Werewolf.
Draconic. Yeah. And then I do have.
Okay.
It's just an established. It's not that weird. It's just an established thing in Rose World.
Yeah, werewolves are just here. A big part of the first campaign.
But I have it.
We just didn't know you were a werewolf.
I didn't really
I
come
did.
up.
Yeah, of course.
No one
We
did-
haven't suggested seen that yet, so I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I was
Okay,
gonna
not
do
in
something.
character. I didn't know.
I was gonna do something with a little bit in it in a minute because that should be quick. But
Yeah.
I have it
I
from
wonder
my.
if having lunar dragons would
Actually-
affect you turning into a werewolf or anything.
Okay,
What
bro,
does
I
the
am in
lunar
fact
dragons
missing the
get with
language.
moon?
Okay, it was you. Yeah, everyone who had a language, I did suggest Draconic because
I was like, I don't know
Hello.
another thing to take, so honestly, it's just like,
I have Eyes of the RuneScape or RuneScape. What the
Runekeeper.
fuck is that?
Runekeeper.
RuneKeeper. Yeah,
Eyes of the
yeah, that's
Runekeeper.
it.
That is one of my favorite, like, utility invocations.
Yeah,
And then they forgot that they had
so
it.
I definitely
so they
could
thought
read.
we should shove it underwater.
Yeah, that's what I kind of got it too because of Jess. That was funny, but I was just like, she's just gonna just say hi and bye. Just hope you all have a pleasant night, and she's gonna keep walking unless somebody stops her.
Quinn just
What
kind of
on earth
goes.
is book? Why?
Quinn just goes, "How to fuck a dragon? Been there, done that. Don't recommend."
I heard you failed at that.
Yeah, I
I'm
did.
about to say,
Yeah.
Okay, how
did you even
okay,
read the
question.
book?
How far from Shui's door do you think you got before being stopped?
Oh no.
I feel like the main Lung family would be pretty far from where, like, the guests are.
Okay, because like the reason we're having this interaction with Obi
I
in
was
the
wa-
first place is that you guys are still in the area for the main
Oh.
Lung family.
Oh, okay. I don't.
I'd love it if we were right
Cheeto.
outside her fucking door.
Judo, roll me a. Actually, I'm gonna roll it.
The door gets slammed in your face and you turn around just see Grayson like, hey. Does not move.
Hey.
Yeah, the door slams open behind you, and you just hear, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Did you? Shui? Did
Okay, so
you?
I'm really tired. I have to go to bed. This is in character, by the way.
Insight.
And he goes into
Fucking
the wall.
29, bitch. Oh, shit. Wait.
Also
wait,
athletics or
wait.
acrobatics.
Athletics.
Let's see what I got here. I feel like I'm gonna have something for this.
18 acrobatics.
You know what? Technically, I'm supposed to have a bunch of ball bearings.
Sorry, he just
You're just gonna throw balls at him?
Ball bearing. No, just drop them on the floor. It's like,
Yeah,
try
I
it.
know what ball bearings are,
yeah.
but you're just throwing balls at him.
I'm just gonna say, keep it simple. I'm gonna give you disadvantage on your acrobatics.
I love that. Still 18.
Well, I haven't even rolled yet, so let me see what I get. She's still a dragon, so she has a pretty good. No, her strength isn't as good.
Really?
Okay, when I say that, I mean comparatively to the other dragon.
Okay.
She does like as you're walking,
Wait,
ball bearings right in front of your feet.
Wait. Okay, so I have a feat called Cartomancer, and I probably should have picked the spell I got from it beforehand. But basically, with Cartomancer, to those at home, I can pick a spell off my spell list of any spell list I have, as long as I have a spell slot of that level. See, invisibility is a 2nd level spell. I could just cast that right fucking now, if Ro would let me.
Oh wait, did you go invisible? I didn't know
I
that you
did
went
go invisible, yeah.
They don't have
And
true light.
I didn't. Also, I want to know I did not do the ball bearings, but also with invisibility, it's just they have advantage on stuff, and people have disadvantage on stuff because you're still walking, breathing, moving. Like you make noise and shit.
Yeah.
You would have to hide too.
Oh yeah, so you got an 18. Either way.
Yeah.
She does beat that even with disadvantage. I will let you cast the invisibility. She does still grab you even as you turn invisible by like the back, not even by like the back of your clothes. She grabs you by the back of your neck, and you can feel at first just like the coolness of her scales on the back of your neck, and as she begins to squeeze, you feel her nails lengthen into claws. Say that again, bitch.
No.
What's that mean?
I
Keep your mouth shut and remember you didn't do shit.
I think there was a misunderstanding because I didn't say anything untrue.
Keep your mouth shut because you didn't do shit.
Ma'am, I'm extremely sorry to say that it does appear as this is not, how would one put it? Gabriel's forgetting the word that I'm looking for. This is not anything hidden. Also, I'd like to note that Gabriel made this a scandal last session, so I'm pretty sure this is a bit more well known
Yeah.
than just a rumor.
She like slowly looks at you.
I'm
Listen.
I don't think you should have said that.
Listen.
It's better to know
Well
that there's
known or not. Well known or not. He needs to keep his mouth shut because he didn't do shit. And that's what's going around. And Quinn, you feel her grip tighten even more. That he tried and didn't do shit.
I never not said that.
I would like to insight that in the sense of it seems as if he might have actually done shit.
Yeah, deception. Because also I
I'm
don't
rolling
know what
deception.
Me?
Yeah,
I-
yes,
Okay.
you deception.
I just said that I never said that.
You did
No,
say
I'm inciting
don't
her because the way she has said it has made it seem as if
Okay,
he
go ahead.
did do shit. Yeah, I'm inciting
You
her.
still rolled deception, Quinn, because you did say don't fuck a dragon, been there, done that, don't recommend it.
He didn't mean
But
that
yeah.
as if he said that he did, but
27.
yeah.
You
Gotta-
can see, you can tell she's disgusted at the implication, but this isn't like a we did do something and I am just ashamed about it. This is I hate even the implication that I would touch this man in that way.
Okay. I would also now. I don't know how much of this would be a comfort to you, but nowhere in the rumors does it say who, and I don't have anything to help you with this at the moment. Usually, if I have a speech, I prep it. Honestly, ma'am, I'm very sorry about him having to. I'm very sorry about the fact you've had to interact with him.
I'm sorry you
If you
even
want,
had to see his face.
Rude.
I can
Shut the
I can
fuck up,
still see
Quinn.
his face. If you'd like, I can just take him out of here and put him somewhere else.
I
Probably just his room.
can go to my own room.
I have
You
a
like-
question. I look at her. I'm ignoring Quinn. Well, Quentin, whatever his name is. I keep forgetting. I forget what his last. Quinn Stone. I do look at her and not Quinn Stone. Would you like me to escort him back to his room to make sure he goes there?
I would appreciate it.
Right.
Obi, I would appreciate you not talking to Kai about this. I don't need her possibly worrying. Again, I never know what she's thinking.
He has told me that she wants to know nothing, so I will not tell her. Like
That's just like her.
not-
She really
yeah.
does not like to be here.
So I will see you out. Have a good night, Shui.
Hey, what?
Yes.
After what I told you, the book isn't that much out of the ordinary. Have a good night.
Wait, why do you know what this
She
book is
just kept
about? I
walking.
have several questions.
I also have several
Did you say-
questions, but it is
did you
I'm
none of
say
my
a
DM?
business.
dragon. I can read Draconic.
So can I, which is why I have questions. I can also read
I think-
Draconic, and I have questions.
I think being able to read Draconic kind of answers your question.
No, the question is why have
Just
that
why?
book in the first place? That my
Obi
question is
gone.
why do you have the book? Not
Oh, she's already gone.
I am not asking Ovi. I was at like she seems to understand, and so I'm asking her questions, not Evie. It's like I have questions of. Okay, I'll just escort him back.
Thank you.
Bro, did you see my
and
DM?
I did not see your DM.
Because you sent it to me.
Did I send it to you? No, that is not true. I sent it to Ro.
Oh, I'll allow it because that's just so cute.
Cool. Yeah, Evie, as you get to your room, you like your dorm thing, you see me approaching as well.
She waits for you to speak. She's not gonna say.
Oh, hi. I don't think we've acquainted ourselves during the course of this party, but I couldn't help but overhear a conversation between you and someone else about fleeting lifespans and despite the immortality of love and whatnot. Um, casual stuff. Um, and I just figured that um, what's a good something that like a way for someone to remember you after you've gone is like, a personal effect. And so I would like to recommend a pet stick um for your friend. They don't, wiver or anything because they're just made that way. Everything, they're practically immortal. And it's just a way to remember you by, or, should you ever leave this mortal plane. Like, hand you a pet stick.
I'm just gonna roll insight just to see how genuine this is.
Wait, were you
So-
rolling insight against?
just to see how genuine all this whole thing is.
Oh, Okay.
This one.
Yeah, I would say. Okay, Zapdos, are you being truthful? Because if you are, that would be wisdom to not wisdom. Yeah, wisdom to be persuaded. If you're lying, deception.
I got a 23 on insight.
Well, you said wisdom to be persuasive.
It would be Ebby who would need to roll wisdom instead of insight, just like flat wisdom,
Oh,
to be
Oh, okay. Well,
against being persuaded. But if you're being truthful,
okay.
she can just know that you're being truthful. That's a high
Yeah,
roll.
I'm just being truthful. I got 26 on persuasion. Yeah, I'm just telling the truth. Like, I'm being 100% sincere. I know about shorter lifespans, and no one should ever be forgotten or left behind.
you're not gonna charge me for this, are you?
No, consider this one on the house. I don't need the money. This is a giant schmooze fest. Why would I charge someone for something?
You're a kobold, right?
Last I checked,
That is
yes. And as
in
I'm
character.
often
Yeah.
reminded, also yes.
So you're part human,
I'm part what?
correct? Are you part
I'm part
human,
dragon?
correct? Part dragon
Yeah.
and part what? So,
God, that's a loaded question. That I did not plan for. Like my parents were kobolds. I come from a line of kobolds per se. Not like my parents aren't related, if you're ever wondering that. So please don't. Just two different. Um, so I don't really know what my. All I know is the earliest ancestors I've tracked, well, I've ever looked towards, have been dragon on the dragon side. I've never really thought about, looking into anything else because anything else wouldn't necessarily give me notice.
oh, okay, understand. I guess thank you for the stick. And she goes into her room.
Kai is already sleeping.
Does she sleep?
Actually, sorry, scratch that. Kai's not sleeping. She's a fucking lunar dragon. Why would she be asleep, especially at night? Yeah, Kai is up, but Kai
She
is sort of like Kai is
like
reading.
meditating and rest
Yeah.
in her resting state.
The room is dark. Her scales are like ever so slightly glowing. You can see Kai outside. Like once Kai is like in like a more like private setting, she prefers to be like a little bit more draconic in her form. So she's basically in her like dragonborn form right now. Her like her bright white scales are like slightly glowing in the dim light.
I think, Obi just tucks the book away into her private area or like whatever her section of the room or rooms are, and just because you said she's reading, she'll read something else too or begin writing. Just quiet, just their resting period like they usually do.
Yeah. Just a break from actually having to socialize and walk around.
Hmm. Hmm.
The socializing part is her personality, but the walking around part is so valid, considering, you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, is there anything anyone else wants to do before we get into the epistolary phase?
There's a wolf running around that sometimes has spectral wings to fly brief stretches for.
You guys
We
see
hear
that?
the wolf howls.
I'm gonna say you guys see this wolf. All of you see this wolf at least once.
They really went all out, huh?
Okay.
All right.
Is
I'm
anybody
happy-
writing letters?
I'm just saying, I'm having fun. D's bored, so that's why that is.
I have
Deal
written
with
both
it, get
my
up, stretch your
letters.
legs. You've written your letters?
Yes.
Okay, Judo, go ahead.
Cool. I'm gonna send both of them in chat. First one is to, how do you say her name again?
Shui?
Shui, yeah. First one is to Shui, and this can only end well.
Oh, no.
Definitely. Definitely ain't gonna end
Question, by this
well.
point, has word gotten out about, potential antics that happen during the dinner phase?
Let's
Like, dinner's already
I'm
happened.
not touching the consequences of
I will
that
get you a list.
until next session.
And I don't even think
Like,
I'm
we
gonna
don't know the
be here
full effects,
next
but we
session.
know that it's happened. Oh,
What
that's
do you
perfect,
mean?
because you'll be dead.
Be here?
I
That's
can probably join in my hotel room, but
Okay.
we'll see.
If
He's
you're
going
not
on a
here
trip.
next session, if you're not here
In
next
his favorite
session and Stone needs
He's
to face
passed out from all the
consequences,
cocaine.
he's not passed out from all the cocaine. He is simply on the run from the law.
He's
He is
going on
hiding.
a trip in his favorite rocket ship,
Okay.
shooting
DK,
through the sky.
please read out your letter.
Yes. Dear Shui, I know you may not trust me, which is completely fair. I am a shithead and I am trying to fix that. But there was genuinely an imposter asking me to do things. Their name is Kanoxa. Question them and see for yourself, Stone. And
I
then
hate
that's
you.
Say Quinn. I love myself.
Who's
Who's
Kanoxa again?
No
None
one,
of you.
I don't think.
Everybody, give me a history check.
I thought we heard somebody named Kanoxa, but I
Wait,
could
do I
just be
get
lying.
anything on this?
No, Kanoxa is not a member of either dragon families.
Cool.
Is this
22 on
law
history.
related?
No.
Could it? Oh, I mean, I already rolled the highest I could possibly roll without getting a at 20. So 26.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. Zap and Gabriel. You guys both know that Kanoxa is a famous shape-shifting actress. Obviously, she does very well in her industry. She can play literally any role. On top of being a shapeshifter, she's just an amazing actress.
Okay, I have another thing to DM you about, but later.
Read out your next letter.
Alright. And then next one is
Rosha's so
to
tired.
next one is to Grayson. Gabriel's Grayson. Dear young Grayson, I forgot his name and so did Quinn.
Grayson.
Oh,
Alexander Ethan Grayson.
yeah. While I'm not incredibly convinced of your credibility, and that does still irk me, you have somewhat gained my respect. I am somewhat looking forward to a future meeting. Quinn Stone, Entertainer.
Reads Dear Young Grayson. It's like, you have no he thinks to himself, if this went to my law firm, you would have no idea how little this fucking narrows that shit down.
Are you the young Grayson then? Or is
Does
there a
anyone
younger
else
Grayson?
have letters?
It's like, for some reason, everyone's fucking first name is Grayson, except me.
Yeah, I would like to write a letter to the Graysons. Dear
Yeah.
Graysons, I I realized that in my conversation with you yesterday, well, earlier today, that what I said may have came off wrong when I said I wanted to sue a 6-year-old. In my culture, well, not in my culture per se, but in my race, kobolds, 6-year-olds is an adult. I'm 10. I'd like you to take this into consideration. Before you be snobs again. I also understand that you're, kind of trying to take it easy, especially Mr.
Sorry, I'm trying to plug that
Old
in my
Grayson.
charger.
I say Old Grayson. So I look forward to talking to y'all after the break. Why did I say the spring break? Y'all aren't teachers. I mean spring break, like summer break.
Actually, I'm gonna say this out loud real quick because I just thought about it. Because Ro's the one who decided to have Grayson's name be my name, well, my boss's name be mine backwards, and it's just okay. This entire law firm, not the entire one, but a decent amount of people in this law firm have the first name Grayson, so it's just a common thing that people just go by their last name. So, what is this fucker's last name? Now that is a question I gotta.
I'm like,
I
the
thought we
letters are
did know.
directly to you, so
What do you
anything
say,
here.
Zapdos?
These letters are going directly to like y'all's rooms, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really reach the law firm.
No, he's asking what's
I'm just
your
saying
last
this out
name.
loud. No, I'm not asking what his last name is.
Oh.
I'm asking about Grayson Allen. Okay, so I'm saying this for. Okay, let me start from the beginning because it appears it is people less understood. So Ro made this bit of people are named Grayson, and then I have continued the bit, and so now I'm just making this thing quickly canon of people just go. Anyone who has the name Grayson just goes by their last name, and so this dude is Allen from this point on, for simplicity's fucking sake. He's Allen.
Grayson Allen.
Yeah. He is Allen. I am Grayson.
I'm never gonna remember that at this point. The bit's
That's
too ingrained in
entirely
my
fair.
head.
I think when referring to the both of you, they're still gonna say the Graysons.
Because it's the one who goes by Grayson and the one whose first name is Grayson. Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like when y'all start flying. Crazy.
No. That's the only one who heard that.
I feel like I should know what's happening.
The
For a
flying
reference?
Grayson.
Oh my god.
I was gonna make a Nightwing reference earlier, but I stopped myself.
I kind of thought it was at first when I
Well,
heard
that's because
Grayson.
obviously the preferred reference is Rick.
No.
That's what I was gonna say.
No.
I was gonna say I knew a Grayson once, but he got shot in the head, so now he goes by Rick.
No.
There's
He-
a Richard Grayson.
Okay, anybody
Herbert
else with
Grayson.
letters?
Yeah, I got two. They're
Great.
not really letters. They're technically letters. They're the letters for this, but they're not really letters. Zala
Great. Go ahead, Archie.
is getting a bunch of paw prints the shape of a heart with a paw print in like a signature sort of situation. And Quinn is getting a music note with a paw print in the signature situation.
Okay, who is getting the first one?
Zala, that's the one I saw.
Zayla?
Sayla, sorry,
And Quinn is getting the other one?
is getting a music note out of paw prints, just like ink stained paw print. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I said they're not really
Is it
letters.
known? Is it known that Archie's character is a werewolf?
Yeah, I
Like,
think
is it
she'd
part of their
be.
brand?
Yeah, I don't think it'd be part of the. It's okay. How to put it? Not part of the brand, but has been discussed, especially in like it's especially like would have a section like a semi-popular series about like fitness as a werewolf and using your wolf form too and whatever. Like if you have it, and
Go hunting.
yeah,
Cool.
Run through the forest.
Can my second letter just be a pet stick? I send
Yeah.
D.
Yeah.
I just send you a pet stick. No note. No nothing.
okay.
Evie, if you want, you can read out your letter.
Yeah, it just says, "Dear Ducky, thanks for the stick. Oh, Blitz."
Gabriel, do you have a letter?
I'm trying to think. I can't think of something at the moment.
Okay, we're gonna do the rumor phase. We can circle back around if you think of something.
Okay.
There was somebody I wanted to say something to, but I cannot remember.
Judo.
I've done that earlier.
I feel like there's something you want to do.
What? Sorry, huh?
We're entering the rumor phase. I feel like there's something you want to do.
Oh yeah, I have something prepared. Judo, not Quinn this time, would start the rumor that the Graysons support Dougie's case against the 6-year-old.
The legal adult 6-year-old.
Okay.
Because even if the 3 main people involved saw the sticks and knew they were fake, there was more people in the audience.
Okay. Who else?
Okay. I guess it's me. I don't know. Are we going in a specific order? We're not going in order.
No, you can just go if you have one.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of long, but I kind of mixed the 2 ideas that I had together because Fizz is not here to defend herself. And I didn't want to do it with Gabe because he had so many rumors last time. But I'm just gonna mix them together. So the rumor that I had thought of is that Renata is promised to marry Arabella by her father because he won't steal her inheritance, but she has fallen for the Grayson lawyer and they plan to run off together.
Someone is writing fan fiction.
That is my rumor. Because I've had because I wasn't sure which way that I was going to spread the rumor about, but then Dave's character was right there, and they went out to see the show together,
Who's
so it's not my fault.
No, that's Renata. That's
Fizz
how it's spelled.
I don't know who that is still.
That's Fizz's
Fizz.
character.
Ah.
Okay, well, I have one now.
Are more people ganging up against me?
Yeah, I didn't want to, but Fizz is not here. But
I've had this
your
one
character's
since the beginning of this session. It's not my fault.
Sap, what are
Oh,
you about
no.
to do?
Gracia presented her bow of a prenup.
Presented?
I'm sorry.
A prenup is the thing that you sign before like a marriage. That's like,
Oh, prenup?
this is yours, this is mine. Yeah, prenup. Prenuptial agreement.
Yeah.
So in case of a
Wait, who's
divorce,
who's
Okay.
getting a
Grayson
prenup?
presented a prenup. He's making a rumor.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't know who was getting the prenup.
Grayson.
Oh. So ours just going with each other.
Last time I wasn't anti-Gabriel, I want to point out. And I don't know. He's been mean to me lately. He keeps on calling me old.
I always called you old.
Yeah, but now I have something to do to fight back against you.
Archie.
Quinn,
Archie.
yep, Quinn, for new rumor, Quinn is going to be kicked out at any moment.
I think that's just true. I was thinking that too. I'm like, that's just true.
Okay, fine. Quinn is going to be attacked at any moment.
Also
That's
true.
Also,
Honestly,
Yeah.
already true.
Yeah, I can see that
Well,
happening
yeah,
too.
it's yes, but here's the thing: it's spreading it. Yeah, rumors can be true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah.
And
because I would have
And
thought more
Gabriel.
like she's hunting Quinn.
Gabriel.
I'm thinking,
Okay.
trying to think of who to get back at. Because honestly, I don't really care about the NPCs. And I already have the first thing that came to mind is whatever Abby's character's name is plotting to kill
Yeah.
whatever her friend is. That'd be a nice rumor.
Oh my
Oh,
god, that's so
interesting.
much.
Yeah, but everyone seems to be ganging up on me, so I'm gonna do something along those lines to someone.
Hey,
I
Who else
figured
do
you
we
would.
have?
I mean,
I did the scandal you
Interesting.
most hated.
I didn't. No. I didn't say I hate that. I
Okay, sure.
want to do.
Sorry, Grayson most hated.
That's a fair point. And here's the thing: Grayson doesn't have someone to go against because you, as Archie, did that.
Yeah.
Actually, question: whose things were in character? Whose were out of character?
But
oh, mine is
My-
Mine
definitely
was out of character because I don't know about
It
the
was
prenup.
out of character.
Yeah, I
Mine
think
was-
everyone's is out of character.
yeah, mine was partially. It was like D definitely like spread it was not the source of the scandal version.
Okay.
because that's why I said Mike. I create a character who is not very much into that, so this is Ebony has to get creative as a player.
I would have done my other one, but I do have a good reason to not do that at this point. As no support against the dragons, and I'm the only one with that information. So I've done a very little bit with it. It probably means nothing to the character because there's no context to it at all.
Just paw prints.
Oh, we
You said it was
could've-
paw prints in the shape of a heart?
Yeah.
We could have done something about Archie's, learning about tea. Just say that Archie knows tea.
Yeah.
Or Archie's character knows tea. About one of the dragons.
It'd probably be something along the lines of D hasn't been doing much because she knows T.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Abe, did you say yours?
No, still thinking.
Yeah.
Is this really a change one?
I love this game so much. I have. Would you say that?
Is it too late to change one?
What one did you have? Yeah, you can
I
change
have
Grayson
it.
the
presented
Gabriel and the
prenup.
prenup one.
Yeah, you can change it.
Yeah, I want to change. I would like to change it to D hasn't been
Honestly, you could
talking much
just
because one of the dragons has silenced them, like put a gag order on them because they know too much.
interesting.
Who? Wait.
D, Archie's character.
Okay.
By the way, a big part of why I haven't done much is I've gotten shit rolls and just haven't really had much to do.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm
But
giving you
it
something to
still
do
works.
now.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
we're trying to give you
Survive.
something to do.
Yeah. No. I'm just like I
Yeah.
just want to say like other like out of everything broad thing. That's just to explain.
There's one thing I can do. It's force something bad to happen.
I need you guys to know how much I enjoy this game. I have not liked and been this excited to DM and so since Murder of Davina. It's so back to be back in the groove. My fucking god, I love this game.
By the way, Ro, I may
Yes.
say for future ones, put these at the top of the session.
Yeah,
Because it also fuels a bit more of the whole stuff. Especially if
it
you're doing
does.
the court of Fae of Fowls,
In
Fae
fact,
and Flowers. Those were
yeah,
at the top
no,
as well.
like here's the thing. I learned partially last session of like, I now see why Abrea did this at the beginning of her session. However, I've now set a pattern.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have more prep time to think of stuff to do.
It'll sort of be like the session is fueled by the epistolary and the rumor phase instead of the epistolary rumor phase is fueled by the session.
I mean,
What?
But you
still,
can't
Was
give.
Judo's?
here's the thing. It still kind of is. It's fueled by the previous session, but then fuels the next session.
Yeah.
And to be honest, you did ask me if I wanted to do mine at the beginning, and I chose not to. So I could have done that. Is the rumor that I had at the beginning was just typing it out, and so I could have done it at the beginning, and it would have been different. But that was just me wanting to see it. And Fizz is not here, so I don't know if she's gonna be here next time. So it'll be different too.
I think Quinn's or Judo's was the Grayson support Dougie's case.
It's a 6-year-old.
Right.
Yeah. And that was as not as Quinn.
This entire
We got something against Quinn. At least that's nice. One of them is now gone, swapped. So yeah. Obi is studying dragons and plotting to kill her friend. Or whatever.
I'm assuming this is not being spread by Grayson.
Nope.
Okay. Well, this was a trip of a session. Everybody say goodnight to Alistair.
Wait,
Good
don't
night,
you
Right,
have to do a
Alistair.
rumor?
Oh, right, fuck. I have to do the rumor on behalf of all the NPCs. God, my brain is fried.
No, well, you're still here, Alistair. Not yet.
Yeah. Get over here. I'm not finished with you.
Why can't I do that? The scroll can get over here. That's what I was trying to do.
Get over here.
Here's the thing. There is one of these rumors is very dramatic, and I kind of want to just push it into a scandal of this caught
Do
on
it.
fire.
Do it.
Do
It's
it.
your thing. It's
But I also don't want to be mean.
Do it.
No,
it.
do
Be
it.
mean.
Do it.
Do it.
You
Do
have full permission.
it, bro.
Gabriel. Gabriel.
Yeah.
Gabriel. I don't want to be mean because you already have 2
Do it.
rumors attached to your name.
I think you should do it anyway.
So I won't do it if you don't want me to, and I'll pick a different one. But this one feels like the easiest to be like, yeah, no, this shit caught on fire. People believe it so quickly.
He does have the magic anti-scandal system, rock.
Sure. He does.
Did no one get a totem or whatever it was called this session?
No one got a token this session.
Okay.
So you're still our number
I'll do
one
better
op.
next time.
What was that, Zapdos?
I said, so you're still the number one opposition.
Again, I won't do it if it's mean. But
I mean, I genuinely feel like I'm being ganged up on here. I'm being
okay,
real.
I'll pick something else. Okay. Society is going to sort of immediately grab onto the main thing connecting to not a specific dragon, but dragons as a whole. The rumor that D is not talking much because the dragons have silenced them is going to be accelerated into a rumor. Sorry, into a scandal.
Let's go.
Love that.
anything being attached when it becomes a scandal, or just
Just that. I am too tired. And I have work in the morning.
I as well.
Okay, yeah, I'll go to sleep.
Oh, and also because it is the end of this rumor phase, Xerax trying to kill Dougie with an overdose, and actually no, I'm gonna say it's gonna be days instead of just phases, because this is literally the same day. I don't think a rumor is gonna fade out in under 12 hours.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
Would it be better if I edit my rumor just to be on Arabella?
thought it-
Because, like, if I just take out that they plan off to run together with Grayson, because I really was more so doing my rumor for Arabella is planning to get married, but she's fallen for Grayson. I can take out that they plan to run together. That'll work
I'll take it
better.
off.
Yeah. But I am more of the rumor is that she has fallen for him.
I mean, hey, I think that's pretty founded in her actions.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it was like straight there. But the Renata thing was another thing. So I was more saying because I'm like saying that
The Renata thing is society making an Olympic sport out of jumping to conclusions. Yes, that is
no,
stolen.
that's
I did not
exactly
come up with that.
that's what I'm saying because I'm like obviously all the guys are after her because she is so pretty, but so it makes sense that her dad would arrange a marriage that he trusts if they already work together, so it makes sense in my mind. But she, of course, I was gonna say they didn't know if it was arranged marriage versus love, but with her kind of liking Grayson, like that just made more sense. So
I was gonna scandalize the Xerox one, but Xerox is still useful to me. So
Okay.
How can you be both a puppet master and also go down in a blaze of glory at the same time? How
How
do these
judo
two
is, I
correspond?
think.
sorry, what?
Alright.
Huh?
Are you asking me or Ro?
Everybody say goodnight to Alistair.
Good
Good
night,
morning.
Alice.
Night, Alistair.
Can I ask
Good morning, Alistair.
Good night, Alistair.